Are you coming?
What is? Oh.
I think we're live right now. It's so weird because I have to look at the. If I could show, I didn't get to show you. I have to look at the camera. Like I can't how like when we were together, I could kind of get away with it, but with this one, I
Mhm.
can't get away with it. Like I had to stare here, but I know you're right
Yeah.
there. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird, but
It's weird because
oh,
I'm trying to keep track of you. I'm trying to keep track of you with my visuals, but I have to look into this thing.
the
So
webcam, yeah,
yeah.
definitely. No, if anything, they'll see that. I'm just gonna go ahead and check. Ladies and gentlemen, David, we can get ready and we can get started in like what 3 minutes, really quick. I just want to check to see if everything is fully good. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's do it. Take your
All right.
time. This is a
Hold up.
work in progress, as you can't
Fully,
tell.
fully good. Yeah. Everything sounds good. Oh, hold up. Let me get to the comments. Ophelia Hines, my mom. Shout out to Mama Hines. She says hi. What's up?
Hello.
What is up? We're out here. Let us know how the quality sounds. Let us know how the cameras look and everything. David, why don't you tell them where you're reporting from really quick? Hold up. Hold up.
Oh, we got some special news. I am reporting from not my home country because I'm from America, but from my parents' native country, Portugal, which is Portugal, right next to Spain, right across the Atlantic from New York, all that stuff. I'm not giving you a geography lesson, but yeah, I'm in Portugal right now. The time currently is 10:04 p.m. So we're just getting it popping.
That's crazy. 10:04 is so crazy. This guy. But other than that, David, I'm just gonna work the socials over here and you can get us going. I'm excited. Let's go, baby. Let's
All
go.
right, sounds. Let's get it popping. And I just want to say before, like, we might have some technical difficulties, like always. Just work with us, and I'm just gonna keep on growing with this. But this is for now because I am away. We'll see what happens from this. But yeah, let's get into this 103rd episode of D&E Takeover. And it's not. I do a proper introduction, if you know what I mean. Welcome everyone to our 103rd episode of D&E Takeover. We are streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to YouTube right there, everyone listening. What's up, guys? Hopefully you drop a like
Good.
and subscribe to the channel because we're going to do a lot more live streams in the future. But and also we got some videos up here, so just check them out while you're here. But let's get into. Oh wait, I already messed up. I
What do you
already
mean?
messed up. I forgot to say. Welcome everyone to our 103rd episode of D&E Takeover. I'm your host David Rodriguez, alongside my co-host Eric Hines, and let's get into today's quote of the week. And Eric, I think you know this one. So this one's a little more familiar to anyone who follows my fitness account on Instagram.
Uh-oh.
Uh, yeah.
Untapped potential now. Get me
So I
turned up on
really
untapped potential.
so I posted something today, and it was a really good quote, one of my favorites, and it says, it's an Arabic saying that says, "You want to die, then throw yourself into the sea, and you see yourself fighting to survive. It's not that you want to kill yourself, rather you want to kill something inside of you."
Mm-hmm.
Bam, man!
That's
These Arabics know what they're talking about, man.
everything's what they're talking about. Well, first, before I even comment on that, I want to say, shout out to everyone in the chat right now. Shout out to everyone that's watching. Erica Hines, Lily Hatfield. I hope I pronounced that right. David, am I too loud?
Hey,
I feel like I'm eating the mic. I'm not gonna lie.
no, you're good. At least for
Okay.
me, my audio levels are good. I don't know.
All right. Perfect. David, my mom said obrigado, David. I don't know. What does that mean?
Obrigado. That means thank you. Obrigado. Obrigado.
Nice, man. Erica says live from Portugal is crazy. That is, but we get it done for y'all. We always do. And Lily says, "Hey, so what is good, Lily?" But that quote is so facts, right? Well, actually, I can't say it's so facts because of the fact that like I've never done that. You know what I mean? I've never done that, but like I feel like if that was to happen, that was what happen. Like, and it's like it gets into like a deep part of it gets into deeper. I'm not gonna get into too much because realistically we're here to talk about sports. But like we like to give you guys positivity. But what's it called? I feel like that would happen. Like you jump every if you ever hear a story about that, like some like certain things, like they while they're doing it, they regret it right before it happens. You know what I mean? So in it
Oh
like
yeah.
it kind of like pertains to what you're saying. Like you're just trying to kill something inside of you, or something that you're dealing with. It's not that you actually want to do it to yourself. But remember that that's very big for y'all, man. Definitely remember that. I love that quote, David. And also shout out to Untapped Potential. Hold up. Plug yourself really quick. Plug yourself.
So it's my fitness account that I have right now on Instagram. It's Untapped Potential. If you search it up, all that stuff. I don't really have the at right now, but I'm not gonna go look for it. But
I might look for it now. I might look for it.
yeah,
Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned
but
for that. Also, really
but
quick. Oh, shout out to Lily. I probably met her on Omegle one time. I was like subscribing. I
oh
subscribed to her
yeah.
channel, whatever it was. Thank you for popping out. But go ahead, David.
I probably met her on Omegle. Omegle is where you meet everyone. Well,
Exactly.
the child people too, the child lovers, child predators.
Whoa,
Let's get into our first
whoa.
topic of today's show. What? What?
He
What?
said the child lovers
I'm
and the
just spitting
child.
facts. But let's get into yeah, no, but let's get into our first topic of the show, which was in fact about the NBA Summer League that is going on currently. And if anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, the NBA every year they get the rookies together, first, second year players, and they do a summer league, which basically is like a tournament, a couple of games, and then you go into like a playoff, and you can win like the championship. It's just another way to get money, but also helps the players, the rookies, first, second year players, to develop and show their potential for their team. But we have some top people that I want to discuss with you, Eric, and we're going to go into the top 5 picks because that's like the most important of the picks. So we have, I want to do a little game with you called Stud or Bust. So
Other bus.
out of those five, the top 5 picks, which were in fact Paulo Bonchero out of Duke, who went to the Orlando Magic. Also, you got Chet Holmgren, who went to OKC, and then you have Jabari Brown Jr. There we go. I always say Jabari Smith. It's Jabari Brown Jr. He went to the Houston Rockets with the third pick. Fourth pick, I believe, went to I think it was hold up Keegan Murray of the Kings, and then the fifth pick was Jaden Ivey for the Detroit Pistons. So those 5 guys got a lot of competition, got a lot of talk going into the draft and out of it as well. But out of those 5 picks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, who is your bust pick, Eric?
Oh my gosh, that's not fair. To invite like I
Why
gotta pick
not?
up because you think. All right, this is why I say it's not fair. As of right now, I don't think any of them are bust. Right? Like I don't think.
Well, based off of what you see, obviously it's not a real bust.
Look at that. Even when we're doing live stuff, my phone always has to make an appearance. Isn't that crazy? You hear it in the background. That's just
We love
basic.
it.
What's it called? But no, I wouldn't. I'm gonna say this much. When I label it like this, I'm not saying that any of them are bust because I truly believe that none of them are bust. I don't think that any of them are going to be bust, right? However, I would have to say who's the worst out of all of them, or who's not the worst is harsh. I'm gonna say who is it is the worst out of all of them. Though. That's just being realistic. But
It is the worst out of the 5. That's literally what you're saying.
uh
Who is the bust off of the? Obviously, they potentially can grow. They can still get better. Based off
yeah.
of the last couple, 2 games, 3 games, who is like, oh, he should have never been a top 5 pick, or he should never went there? Who are you thinking?
And we're basing it, remind you, all right, I just want to, full disclaimer, this is the NBA Summer League, right? So we don't know what's going to happen when they get to the league or like once they really dive into it. But me personally, I'm going to have to say, this is going to sound so crazy because I think he's going to be good. Um, I think Jaden Ivey out of all of them is probably the lowest out of all of them. Now, let me tell you why really quick, though. I think the top 3 picks are studs in certain categories, right? However, Jaden Ivey's not bad. Don't get me. Jaden Ivey's he's a good player. He's gonna be a good player in this league, right? But out of his amongst his peers in the top 5, I think it makes sense why he was 5th in my opinion because I think out of all of them, he is probably the worst out of all of them, if that makes sense. I hate using
Ouch!
that
Don't
word
say
though.
that. That's
Exactly.
so
I hate using
mean.
that word. That word is so bad. Jaden Ivan, you are not like bad. You are so good at what you do. It's just
But
like,
Eric says you're the worst out of the five.
nah, nah, don't do that. Don't do
I'm
that.
sorry.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. What do you think though? I feel as if like, mm, what do
I'm
you
gonna
think?
get a lot of hate on this because
I already
this
know your answer
guy.
probably. I think I know your
You
answer.
do? You think so?
I think
This
so.
guy actually, it might shock you because I know who you're thinking of. It's actually not him, but this guy who I think is the bust is because watching his like 2 or 3 games that he's actually 2 games he's played, he hasn't really lived up to potential. And a lot of NBA scouts are saying that he might take a couple of years to develop, which rightfully so. He's only 19, 20 years old. He's going to take a couple of years to get ready. But this guy has a lot of potential. But based off of the 2 games that I've seen him play, and out of the top 5, I got to go with the guy who I said was going to be the best pick of the whole draft, Jabari Brown Jr., as my bust pick so far in the summer league out of the top 5. I just think he's been performing under expectations. And if I pulled up his stats real quick, so if you don't mind me getting into them, out of the 2 games that Jabari Brown Jr. has played, he's averaged a total of 11 points, 2 assists, 8 rebounds, 2.5 steals, and 1.5 blocks with 2.5 turnovers. Now, the rest of those stats seem really good. Turnovers, or the low turnover ratio, good steals, good blocks. But the only thing that's concerning me is the rebounds. He only had averaged 8, and he's a big man. And also his points. Guy only averaged 11 points. This guy can shoot 3 ball. And not only that, he was shooting 5 for 15, 4 for 15. Like he was not efficient. And I can just be like the jitters getting out of him or all that stuff. But as of what I've seen, Jabari Brown Jr., unfortunately, this guy I have a lot. I respect him a lot. He's my favorite guy out of the whole draft. But you got to call it like you see it, and he's not performing up to the hype right now.
I mean, mind you though, let's keep this in mind. This is only 2 games into the summer league. Okay, that's the first thing. Secondly, I'm gonna keep saying it. It's the summer league.
Obviously.
You know what I mean? So like, we're judging these guys based. I think personally, the guy. I feel like it's still an important league. It's not like don't let's not belittle the league, but I think it's a perfect way to test who is the best amongst their peers. You know what I mean? It's and most for most guys, you're versing people that are the max is probably 2 years in the league. It's basically the rising stars game during the All Star weekend. You know what I mean? But the whole all sophomores and freshmen coming into the NBA, right? So it's a good way to test yourself amongst your peers playing basketball, and then obviously when you get to the league, it's going to be a whole different ball game. So who knows? Also, being an athlete, there's a lot of times where no. Also, there's a lot of times where like you have off days, you have
Yeah.
on days. You know what I mean? So I'm not. I like Jabari Smith. You and I both was like big on Jabari Smith. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to really see. I'm not going to count him out just yet. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Is there a delay? Hello?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, is a delay? All right, give us 1 second, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen. David,
Like you said, I speak very highly. Yo, what happened?
can
Okay.
you hear me?
But
Hello?
I speak very highly of Jabari. Hold up. Are we good? Yeah, I hear you.
It's just a little bit of a delay.
It's a
So
delay again.
yeah, but just continue talking. Go ahead.
All right, but like we've both spoken highly of Jabari Brown Jr. and he's got a lot of potential. And like you said, I was watching a little bit of his games, and he doesn't really know how to distribute the ball as a big man. And I think going into NBA and the way that the big man is evolving, that he's gonna have to learn how to play like a Jokic or even like a Joel Embiid, where if he's getting double teamed in the middle, he's gonna learn how to dish it out and not force turnovers. So he's gonna get there. But now to Eric, the most important one, the high praised one, the stud pick of the summer league. Who stud? Who's a stud out of the top 5?
We're basically picking our rookie of the years right now.
No, we're
That's what's
not. We're just saying who's
that's
doing
what's
good right
going
now.
on. That's basically what's going on. Like I can't. David, you're asking me right now to pick a stud based off of 2 games in the summer league.
Hey man, there's people on ESPN that do it a lot worse. They do it even before they even touch a basketball. I'm doing it 2 games after they touch the basketball.
No, but like you're like, all right. I just want to like disclaimer. This is based off the first 2 games. Okay,
When
disclaimer.
I post this on the Instagram, I'm not gonna say that.
No, because that's my main thing. Like this is I don't want to make it sound as if I'm predicting their future already like that and all that stuff. No. All right, this is based off of 2 games of what I've seen them play. They need to play at least, in my opinion, at least 10 games. And then I could really truly see what you're about. 10 games is pushing it too, in my opinion. But overall, my stud, I'm not picking Chet. I'm sorry, I'm just not picking Chet Holmgren. David, are you even here? David?
Yeah, I lost connection. That's what
Uh,
happens when you live in a farmland.
oh, really quick. I missed the chat really quick. They came in at 5:09. What time is it? It's 5:18. It's been like 9 minutes. Ophelia Hahn, she said, "I love it. Get rid of this stuff inside, negativity, etc. That is holding you down. This is the way you can focus on the positivity." That was from your quote earlier, David. So shout out to
Boom.
there you go. And Eric Hines, my dad. What's it called? He says, "Hey
Yes.
yo, boys, 10/8/86 live and present." Shout out to you. Shout out to our
We
stereo
love it.
family. Hopefully we can transition the whole stereo family over here. You know what I mean? Try to get everybody over there. But regardless, going back to what I was saying, if I had to pick a stud pick, I don't want to pick Paulo. I want to pick Paulo. Can I be real? First of all, let me be real. I don't think any of them are the MVP of the summer league so far. None of the top 5.
Oh no. I think a couple. I think one or two, but yeah, I somewhat agree.
I'm not feeling any of them. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I feel it. I don't feel as if any of them are the MVP as of yet. Right? My stud. Ah, God. It'd be so easy to pick Chet if he didn't get bodied by freaking what was his name, Kenny Lofton. It'd be so easy to pick.
Kenny Lotion Jr.
I'm gonna go with Paulo. Oh my god, I don't even want to go with Paulo. I don't even want to go. I don't feel comfortable saying that because the dude, he's a great player, but I just don't know how someone that loses 20 pounds per game is gonna be able to function in the NBA. I just don't. If you do, I hope you prove me wrong. I hope you're watching this and you do prove me wrong. So I don't want to wish anything bad on Paulo Banchero. He's a very good player, but like, bro, he loses like 8 pounds. I think like on that's like an accurate statement. I think he loses like 8 pounds per game. He has a special fluid that he needs to drink. That just does. That has like a
I thought it
hazard.
was 5.
All right, five to eight, whatever it is. But point is, it's not 20. That's what I want to say. I over exaggerated when I said 20. What's it called? My thing is this: like, I just don't see that's such a big hazard written all over it. You know what I mean? So I don't know how that's gonna work. But if I had to pick a stud out of the first 2 games, I'll go Paulo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who's yours then?
It might be a big hazard, but if it's working and it's been working for him, is oh, we got a delay again.
Yeah, it's a delay. Don't yeah. Just keep going. Just keep
But
going.
if like you said, losing him 5 pounds, it all right. All right, I got you. But he's been losing 5 pounds. It's like, okay, he's been doing it his whole life. He's been used to it. So I'm not really stressing it as of right now because he's been getting used to it. He knows what to do. I also have to agree with Eric on who my stud pick of the summer league is, and that is in fact Paulo Banchero out of the Orlando Magic. The guy's been a stud, and obviously you guys know that I like putting up stats over here. So here are my stats of his first 2 games. He's averaging 20 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 2.5 steals, and a block per game. He does have 5 turnovers, which are a little bit high. But other than that, he's looking like the NBA ready guy out of the top 5, and that's what the scouts projected him to be, most ready athlete, and he's obviously showing that he is. So, yeah, Paulo Banchero, even though you lose 5 pounds of sweat per game, I still think that you are a stud pick. So going number 1 worked out.
Hey man, they listen. Paulo, he definitely is a stud. I feel like we knew that going into it. Like we knew he was gonna be a problem. They said that he was the most NBA ready player. You know what I mean? And honestly, you could see it. Like he is obviously NBA ready. He's ready to take on the league. The thing is, I'm just worried. I'm just concerned about his medical, or not his medical, his health, right? And make it like I feel like that might be a factor. I hope it's not. Honestly, I really do. But I feel like that's going to be a factor in his career in the future. So yeah. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Dave, can you hear me?
But yeah, I got you. I got you. But if we were to rank the top, if we were, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. But if we were to rank the top five picks and redraft them for some reason, because we have nothing else better to do, but if we could redraft them, if you don't mind me going first, I would have to go with Paulo at number one, Keegan Murray at number two,
Wow.
Jaden Ivey at number three,
Wow. No,
and it
no,
goes
you're wilding.
Chet.
No, 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 no,
It
no,
goes
no,
it
no.
goes Chet. It goes Chet, and then it goes Jabari Brown
You're
Jr.
so wild for that. I'm not.
Based off 2 games. 2 games. That's it.
No.
I'm not judging their career.
This is what we can't say this. We can't say this. We can't say this. It's literally 2 games. It's literally 2 games. It's too early to call. I'm not redraft. No, no. Based off these, that's like saying the first 2 games of the NBA season, Kevin Durant drops 50 points each. He's the best player of all time. Like,
He's
no,
MVP.
no, no, we can't do that. Like, nah. Oh my gosh, for all that, DeMar DeRozan could be MVP for all we care because he's dropped like 60
I
point
mean, he
games.
was at one point.
No, he was not. He was. I don't think he was ever the front runner. I think he was 2 at one point. I don't know if was he ever the front runner. I'm not sure.
I don't
I don't,
know,
I
but
don't
he was
know.
going off at one point.
Either way, I can't. Oh my god, he put Jaden. I know you listen. There's gotta be some Chet Holmgren bias in there, bro. There's gotta be some Chet Holmgren bias in there. You put Jaden Ivey over Chet Holmgren. I know he got bodied by Kenny Lofton, but
Yes.
that man's offensive game was shown. Still,
Lotion.
stop. Oh my, yo,
Lotion. Lotion.
you act
Jaden.
like Kenny Lofton is not good. Like, yo,
No, no. I'm saying he's good. I'm just trying to correct you on his name. It's pronounced lotion.
no,
You
it
just
is
read
not.
misspelled.
It's not pronounced lotion.
It's a joke. It's a
Oh
joke.
my
But
god.
the only reason there is some head check bias, and I will keep on talking about this until the day he actually proves me wrong, which I don't think so. But I'm telling you right now, Chet is going to be, he's not going to be a great player that everyone expects him to be. I'm sorry. I don't think he's number two pick worthy. Let me just say that. Unless he changes one aspect to his game, his muscles. He's got to bulk up. He's got to bulk up. Kevin Durant is successful because of the long range and how versatile he is in scoring, how efficient he is. I don't know if Chet can do that. Even though Kevin Durant is skinny, he can still be a little physical and drive to the basket. We've seen him do major dunks and go into the basket. That's how he scores some of the time. I don't think Chet has it yet. We saw him get bodied by Kenny Lotion, Kenny Lofton Jr.
Stop.
Like
Oh,
we saw him
stop. He's
get, we
valid.
saw him get. I know he's valid. He's good. I'm not discrediting him. I just like his name. He got bodied, and that's gonna be a major thing. Imagine who he's gonna face when he faces Zion Williamson. You think Zion? You think Lofton is like better than Zion in terms of physicality? No. Imagine what he's gonna do when he versus LeBron James. And those are just a few names. Just a few names. I'm sorry, but he could be good. But as of me right now, I don't think so.
David, 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 David. I'm gonna have to just fully disagree with this statement. I'm sorry. Right? I don't. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you guys, and if Chet sees this one day, I really, I mean, I could care, but like, I'm just gonna be real. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it or anything like that. I don't necessarily. I'm not the biggest fan of Chet Holmgren strictly because he's a little bit cocky. Like there's a difference between cocky and confident, and I think he's cocky, and it's really annoying.
Mhm.
Um, but what's it called? To say that he's not going to be a good player in the NBA, I think it's just nah. I don't agree. I think he is going. I think he is going to be a good player in the NBA, and the reason being, and we can't just say because of the fact that he's skinny. Like, bro, you see the way Giannis came into the league. Like Giannis was skinny as no other. You see the way Kevin Durant came into the league. Kevin Durant is still a twig. But he did build muscle to the point where he can still like play the physical a physical type of game. But the thing is, you don't have to someone built like Chet Holmgren, he's built like Kevin Durant, and he has a shot from anywhere. He can pull the three, he can pull up a mid range, he can drive to the basket and make a layup. The most thing you have to be worried about is honestly injury because he's so freaking skinny that there's no meat on his bones, and the fact that he might tear an ACL driving to the basket. That's the only thing I have to really worry about. Other than that, though, his offensive game is valid. His defensive game 100% needs work. But the only reason it needs work is because of the fact that he's skinny, right? He can still block. He still is a good defender, right? His wingspan is. Oh, hold up, the camera died. But well, I don't know if the camera died or not. But I'm gonna fix it really quick. But all I'm saying is I think Chet Holmgren is going to be a good player in the NBA. I think we can't base it off the fact that he's just skinny now because I feel like he will develop. He's going to have to. If he wants to be a good NBA player, he will develop. And I think he wants to be a great one. So
Let me reiterate what I'm trying to say. I think he has a lot of potential to be a great player because obviously he can shoot the ball very well for his height. He can shoot. He's skinny like Kevin Durant. He can do very well. I'm not saying that. The thing is, I'm looking at it right now, and the way I redrafted it, what I'm looking at right now, I think Chet has been performing a little bit under expectations because of how skinny he is, and that's my only thing. He could bulk up. Like a good example that you had was Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis was skinny going into the league, and all of a sudden he bulked up and he took like, he looks like a UFC fighter right now, which I do give you credit for. I like that example. But I will say, based off of Chet's attitude, I don't know if he's going to be that type of guy to really build himself up into the gym. That's all I'm saying. But it could happen. You could prove me wrong. I don't know. I've been wrong multiple times.
I
Only
will
once, though. I only been wrong like twice.
I will say this much. That's a good take. That is a good take because when you think about it, even if Chet now you have to start to think about this. Let's put this in this hypothetical. If Chet Holmgren doesn't bulk up and chooses to be the cocky guy that like we're thinking of, right? And thinks that he's just too good to do anything. Does he have a future in the NBA? I would say yes, strictly because of the fact that his offensive game is very good. I think it will get better. Um but the thing is he just like you said, he just at that point he just wouldn't be what we think he was to be, right? He would just be a bust at
He
that
could
point.
be another Kristaps Porzingis.
But I think did anyone really think that Kristaps Porzingis was going to be great?
Definitely not Knicks fans. They're booing
Like,
him
like,
like
like,
trash.
I'm throwing back. Who's that guy? I forgot his name. It's famous dude. He was like, "Who is this Zingus Pingus?" Like, you know what I'm saying? What's that dude's name? I gotta find
I
that
don't
clip.
know.
But regardless, I have to say, I just feel as if Chet Holmgren. Just when someone asks you, right, who do you think the best player in the NBA is? Right? Or who do you think the best player in the NBA is? And he goes, me in 6 months, right? I'm not, or whatever it was, me in 5 months, me in 3 months, whatever it was, right? That's a bold freaking statement, right? And I feel as if personally, when you get to the NBA, and if you're expecting you're expecting that from you, right? If it's either one of the two things, you actually become the best player in the NBA, highly doubted, right? Or you get shocked and you get your whole world turned upside down. And it's like, oh, I'm not the only freak that's really good at basketball in this world. Right. So, and I think that's what's gonna happen. And I feel as if you're gonna be able to, I feel as if in like the world we live in right now, I don't think anyone's just gonna sit around and let that happen. Like people are gonna go back on that clip and look at that and then go back on him a few years later. And if he's still the same person, Why would you say that in the first place? You know what I'm saying? It gives me the vibe that you might be cocky, but if that's the case, you have to be willing to put in the work. That's at least because the way I'm thinking of it is the fact that if you didn't want to put in the work, why would you say that? Because you know the
Mhm.
risk of it coming back to bite you in the freaking butt, you know. And that's why I keep saying I think Chet Holmgren is going to be like, regardless, I think he's going to be a good pick, especially for that OKC Thunder. You know what I mean? It's just I
Yeah,
think mostly he's gonna have to focus on his defense, like more than anything, because OKC already has offense even without Chet. You know what I mean? Like Shea, Josh Giddey, like
Dort.
their offense is decent, right? He's just gonna add more to it, but that defensive game is going to be very important for him as a big, especially.
Yeah, that's true. But you mentioned like there's a difference between being cocky and then confident. Uh,
He's
it's
cocky.
like
He's
in the
100%
way
cocky.
you say something, I perceived it as cocky and say, yeah. In the way he said 5 months, 6 months, I perceived him as being cocky. So that's just my opinion. And Eric agrees with me too. But maybe he could just be confident in himself. Maybe he's just trying to get attention on him. Who knows? But you have to back up what you're saying, or you're going to get clowned. Especially in today's day and age, like Eric mentioned, your people are pulling up tweets about 10 years ago
Yeah,
about what you
yeah.
said. So nowadays, what you say is going to matter. So you just better back it up. That's all I'm going to say.
I agree. And what's it called? I can stay on this topic forever, so I need to stop. But I will say just in general, what was I about to say actually? I totally forgot. Wow. Oh, the reason I deem it as cocky and instead of confident, I'll give you a perfect example. Recently there was a interview for John Morant, and he said that he'll take Jordan on a 1v1, right? Everyone's like, oh, what? John Morant needs to be schooled. Oh my gosh, yada yada yada. As an athlete, that is confidence. That is not being cocky. If you watch that interview, he
Because
has
he's proven it.
it.
He's proven it.
Well, I don't know. As far as taking on Jordan, I wouldn't say he's proven it as in, like, we're talking about Michael Jordan here, but in the fact of
But
like,
he proved that he can actually fit in the league and be a superstar. That's what I mean.
yeah,
But
and also the fact though, it's like if someone asks you as to be a professional athlete, you need to have confidence, or else it just won't work out, right? If so, like you should be answering, I'm gonna beat him in a 1v1. There's no other answer. It's like, are you gonna bet on yourself, or are you gonna bet the fact that are you gonna bet against yourself? Of course, I'm gonna bet on myself. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, that's not being cocky. That's just there's no other answer for him. Is it what? Oh, Michael Jordan's gonna beat me in a 1v1? Heck no. You got to be able to, you got to think that you are the best ever in order to be the best ever, right? So, John Morant saying that, that's confidence. Now we go over to Chet Holmgren. Who do you think the best player in the NBA is right now? 5 months before the draft.
Chet,
Oh, me in 5 months. I did not ask you that. Like, I didn't mention your name. I said, are you in the NBA right now? No. So that did I ask you who's going to be the best player in the NBA in 5 months? No. So why are you saying you in 5 months? That right there is just unneeded. Like it's just not necessary. So that right there is that left the bad taste in my mouth. I'm like, you don't need. All right, we get it. We get it. You're gonna be a top pick. You're gonna be a lottery pick. Relax. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
bro.
that's a good point too. It's about how the question is asked too. So I think that's a good point. But yeah, there's a difference. Goes back to there's the difference between being cocky and confident, based
Mm-hmm.
off of also the questioning that's being asked towards you as well. But enough of the summer league NBA rookies. Oh, Eric, I didn't. We didn't get to do your top five. We heard my top five, and you heard Chet. And you just at number four, you just started freaking out. So I have to, as we always do, tit for tat.
No, I don't want to do this.
Come
Oh
on,
my!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
If I had to redraft, okay, I'm gonna listen to my words carefully here,
Based
people.
off of what you've seen. Based off of
Yeah,
what you've seen.
this is based off of 2 games in the summer league. Paulo Banchero, one. Mm, I'm gonna say it. I really do. I hate this. I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. Nah, because you want a better overall player. Keegan Murray, 2. Chet Holmgren, 3. Jaden Ivey, 4. Jabari Smith, 5. There you go. There you
Okay.
go.
All
You
right. So
happy?
we switched
Are
to
you
one
happy now,
person.
David? Hold up. Wait a minute. Nah. Wait. Hold
Oh,
up.
I
Hold
am
up.
ecstatic right now. Thank you very much.
Really quick. David, can you just like show off what you're wearing really quick? I don't think the people saw it. I don't think the people saw it really quick. Just,
Oh yeah. Let
just,
me.
uh, just, just a
Oh,
little.
I'm wearing a. I'm wearing a muscle shirt right now. I'm wearing a
Um,
muscle shirt, so if you see muscles, just buy your tickets for the gun show.
he's shocked. Look at this guy's flexing. This guy's flexing. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
We got the D&E Takeover
there you
tee
go. D&E,
tank top.
D&E Takeover merch.
There it is, man. Hey, listen, if you guys get
Nice.
more people on here and get them listening more often, you might have one of those yourself in the future. I'm just saying. Just saying, share the show. One thing leads to another. Bada bing, bada boom. You got a bunch of merch coming out to you. I'm just saying. So
Boom.
keep that in mind.
Yay! That sounds like a plan. I would definitely sign up for that. But we do have a comment in the queue. It's actually from my father. Shout out to
Yes,
my
sir.
dad. He's all the way in the United States right now. So he said, hey guys, great to hear the show again. Thanks, man. Thanks, Dad.
Thank you. But without further ado,
But
David, keep it going.
so since we got your top five, I'm happy to move on and go into our next topic, which is in fact, ooh, I want to save this one for Kyle because we have a special guest coming on, and he's our
Mm,
boy Kyle. So I'm gonna wait for we talk about soccer. So I'm gonna go right into this next one. Since we are going into basketball, might as well just lead into the next basketball one, which is with NBA trades. And since we missed like a week, I want to really just go into one major one that has been blowing my mind in a sense, and it has to go with Rudy Gobert, Rudy Gobert trade, and Timberwolves. They got Rudy Gobert, right? And the Utah Jazz got Malik Beasley, Pat Bev, Walker Kessler, I don't know who that is, Jared Vanderbilt, and 4 first round picks.
Walker Kessler.
Yeah, he's some guy on the bench. I don't know.
Sorry, repeat what the Utah Jazz got again. Sorry.
The Jazz got Malik Beasley, Pat Bev, Walker Kessler, Jared Vanderbilt, and 4 first round picks.
Wow. Wow. Bro, that right there. Do you want to comment on it first or you want me to comment on it first?
You take it first.
All right. So I'm just going to say it. That was, in my opinion, a lot of people perceive it differently. I think that was a great trade. First of all, shout out to Patrick Beverley for celebrating like he legitimately won the entire NBA championship just to get traded the next season. Can we moment of silence for Patrick Beverley? This is the same guy that was saying, "I don't lose rest over CP3. CP3 ain't none." My man's,
He's a cone.
yeah. Apparently CP3 a cone, but man, I'd rather be a cone than just be. Oh, I was about to say something crazy. Oh my gosh, I listen. He's getting passed. You're getting passed around. Let's be real. You're getting everyone's getting a chance at Patrick Beverley. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, um, looking in for Timberwolves, we're going to focus on Timberwolves more than we'll focus on the Utah Jazz. Also, I feel bad for Donovan Mitchell. But moving on from that, the Timberwolves look serious. They don't have a bench, which is kind of scary, but they look serious. I'm not gonna lie, their whole bench is gone. Like, literally, name one player on the bench. Timberwolves.
I don't know. Oh, Nas Reed. There you go.
Nas Reed. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
As this, so the one player that's your backup is probably a position that you don't really need a backup in because you have two of your best players are big men. Great. But after that, what's the guard backup?
Oh, I don't know. I
Nobody.
have no idea.
Exactly. There is nobody. There's nobody. So they're gonna have to fix that. But other than that, that was a big step that the Timberwolves took. But I'm gonna say this. Um, I think that might have been a mistake. I'm not gonna lie. I think it might have been. And now here's my reason why.
You just
I
said you
go back
liked
to the
it.
same, huh?
You just said that you liked it.
I like it because well, it's for my entertainment. Like I think they're gonna be a great team, right? But what's it called? I think it might have been a mistake. Strictly because of the fact I like the idea that they're making moves to try to win a championship and they're not a scared franchise, right? But however, and this is gonna pain me to say this, if they don't trade D'Angelo Russell, I can't see them winning a championship. And that is my favorite point guard. But the thing is, it's a different reason for what David says, right? My reasoning is this: you guys have no bench, right? Which I don't think your team is good enough to win a championship without a bench. Let's just be real. The teams that are in this league now, I don't think that you guys will be able to hold it down, right? I think at most you guys will probably get to the second round and get eliminated by some other team. That's a great team overall, right? Um, now the reason I say you have to trade D'Angelo Russell, I think D'Angelo Russell has enough trade value to the point whereas he can give you someone on the bench and also give you someone that might be able to be like a decent point guard, right? And then at that point, you just give the team to Anthony Edwards and you give the team to Cat and you tell Rudy just play defense and then you go crazy. At that point, then I'd really be scared of them. But as of right now, I can't say I am. I really can't say I am because overall, Cat is a monster, don't get me wrong. Rudy Gobert is a monster, don't get me wrong, on the defensive end, don't get me wrong. Anthony Edwards is going to be a great player in this league. We already know that. D'Angelo Russell is a good player to have on your team. And I'm not saying you can't win a championship. That's not where I'm getting at. But it's the fact that these guys, realistically, they need backup. They need someone that can push them when they're not there. D'Angelo Russell is going to have games where he's not going to be there. Um, we don't his first playoff appearance that we saw, or at least last year's playoff appearance that we saw, he was a little bit he just got angry all over the place, and they could have easily beat the Grizzlies, but they didn't. But he just couldn't get his head straight. Realistically, that's how I saw it. Anthony Edwards, again, I think he's gonna be better, but overall, I don't think in the long run, I don't think this wins you a championship. This team that you have right now does not win you a championship. I don't think they're good enough to win a championship, and that's why I say it might be a mistake. Because
Oh
overall you should be winning.
hell no! They're not winning a championship.
That's what I'm saying.
Are
Like
you
that.
kidding
Like
me?
what's the point? You gotta
They
make
will
steps.
not. They will not. They will not win a championship with this team because unless they fix the almighty question of their bench. We saw what happened with the Boston Celtics in the finals. They addressed it throughout the offseason. Their depth was a big problem. Derek White would go off, but then he would fall off, and then everyone else on the bench would just disappear with him. Grant Williams didn't show up in the finals, where you need your bench the most. So for young teams, especially like the Timberwolves, they need a bench to give them a little bit of juice, especially in clutch moments. Not clutch moments, but in times of when you get tired. Say you're running on 40 minutes a game, pop them in for 10, 15 minutes and see who get the game flowing. But I will say this: Rudy Gobert, that trade, terrible trade for the Timberwolves. Terrible, overpaid. Oh my gosh, the
Really? Oh,
Timberwolves
okay.
overpaid for Rudy Gobert. Four first round picks, not one, not two, not three, four first round picks for Rudy Gobert, Defensive Player of the Year. Which I give him that. He has that accolade, right? He has that accolade. I give him a lot of credit. He's shown his defensive presence. But this is the same Rudy Gobert that got destroyed by Jalen Brunson on the perimeter in the playoffs. I don't know. So you can't guard people out on the perimeter. So you have him as a big man in the center. I just think four first round picks and you give up your whole depth for a guy that drops you most 20 points a game. That's the most. That's the most with a couple of blocks. So yeah, I think the Timberwolves overpaid. They will not go far into the playoffs. They'll make the playoffs, but probably first, second round, and they're done. I give them second rounds the most. And
Yeah, I think they're.
yeah, they have no
I
bench.
agree. I agree with that. I agree with that one. I think their peak is second round. I don't think they make. I'm a little laggy. Sorry. What's it called? I don't think they make. They make it to the conference finals. But see, the reason why I'm not totally mad at it is because of the fact that let's just say like what's it called? If this was a piece to a elaborate plan, then I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? If this was like one if this was one chess move, right, and they're really just trying to like figure out how to put it together, down for it because they're taking steps to get better, right? And that's what you want to see from an organization. Like when you have two young studs that could possibly be amazing in this league, that could possibly be a great duo in the future, right? You do have a good point guard, you have a good team realistically, right? And now you're taking a step to probably to push them even more, right? And they're gonna want to stay around. They're gonna want to fight for Minnesota, right? Which is another good thing as well. So if they keep making the right moves, I don't have a problem with it. I'm just gonna say this much: if you do trade D'Angelo Russell, I'm unfollowing you guys on Instagram because I follow you guys on Instagram just for D'Angelo Russell. So
Oh
if
my
you trade
god.
him, I'm gone. I'm not a Timberwolves fan anymore.
I don't think they're worried about that. I'm sorry. But I
They
think
should be.
they have to trade D'Angelo Russell for reasons that I've stated in the past because of the fact that I don't think he's a consistent guard, and for the position that they need, they already have Anthony Edwards as a scorer. Cat is a scorer as well. Now they got defense and Rudy Gobert. They need a point guard that can really facilitate for them. And D'Angelo Russell, in my opinion, he's inconsistent and he's not that guy. But I will take him back in Brooklyn. D'Lo, I will take you back in Brooklyn. So just saying. But other than that, I think to sum it up, I think the Timberwolves overpaid for Rudy Gobert. Well, how old is Rudy? Do you know?
I'll tell you right now. I
He has to
actually
be
looked
like
up his
29 or something.
I looked up his basketball reference. Um, hold up. Rudy Gobert is he's 30. Wow.
30.
He's
Yeah, so
also fun fact, his shoe size is 20. That's absolutely madness.
so
He's a size 20. That's so what the it's the size of my freaking face. Yo,
I'm a size 9.5.
bro,
He
like
doubled.
20 is crazy. That's that's like two times the freaking the regular like average for a man.
I mean, he is 7'1", so.
True. True. Very true.
But to go back on this real quick, sum it up. Timberwolves overpaid. They overpaid a lot for uh, Rudy Gobert. 4 first-round picks, I think, is ridiculous. You're giving up a lot of future for a guy who's 30 years old and probably going to peak today, this year, and is going to keep on declining from then on. Just saying. So I think it's a bad move by Timberwolves because they're not going to get a championship. So what's the point?
That's my like that's been like my philosophy for like a long time now. Like the team should only make moves in order to win championships if they think it's a good move to win a championship. Like that's why I like it because I know they're trying. Right? I rather like other than teams like the Knicks. No offense, David, but like the Knicks, like teams that just don't do anything and just like suffer is that it's terrible. It's terrible. It's annoying. It's like why are you even an organization? Like what are you trying to do? It's just so broken. But
Give pain to the fans. That's what they're trying to do.
so dumb. But um I feel as if I'm not gonna as far as a trade, yeah, they did overpay. Now I look at it, yeah, you're definitely correct in that. But as far as the Utah Jazz, I mean they do technically benefit from it, but just the fact that I think they should let go of Donovan Mitchell. I don't see I don't know why would Donovan want to stay?
He
Like
saw Dame get a
why?
bag. He saw Dame get a bag. He's like, "Ooh, my shot."
Yo, they might yo, if I'm Donovan, you better pay me tip top dollar, bro. I need the max. I need I want the whole organization. I want to be Mbappe. That's how I want to be if I'm Donovan Mitchell. I want to be a sports director, bro. Like there's no shot, bro. There's no shot. But yeah, man. If the Timberwolves make the right moves now and they keep making certain moves, like maybe possibly shopping D'Angelo Russell still, seeing if you can get some bench and maybe a good starting point guard. Hey man, anything's possible.
Yeah, you're right. But I want to talk about one more option because Sky has been all around news, especially as the top trade suitor. And you traded 4 first-round picks for Rudy Gobert, a guy Defensive Player of the Year, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. I'm sorry. and All NBA team, all that fun stuff, all defensive play team, all defensive All NBA team, whatever you want to call it. Now, what is Kevin Durant going to get? What is KD of the Brooklyn Nets going to get if they traded 4 first-round picks for Rudy Gobert and 4 players?
The entire NBA. Yo, yo, ready. Give me a team. Give me a team. I'll give you a mock trade. Or
All
yeah.
right, Suns. I'll give you two. Suns and Heat. Those are the
Ready.
top
Let's.
two.
I saw this. Shout out to I know his name is Low. It's like Legend of Winning. He does like basketball takes and everything like that. Shout out to him. I saw this on his channel. Ready? So here's what we do. I'll be the Brooklyn Nets and you be the Suns. Pretend like you're calling me and we're on the conference, right? You feel me? So like you're
Okay.
coming to me, you're like, all right, I'm shopping. I want Kevin Durant. You know what I mean? And then like we're like talking about it. This is what I'm gonna be. I'll be the Brooklyn Nets. This is what they should do. Go ahead.
Okay. So I want Kevin Durant on my team.
Okay. What are you offering me? What are you offering me?
What do you? I want Kevin Durant.
All right, but you gotta come if you
KD.
want Kevin Durant. You gotta give me a proposal. What do you? What do
Oh,
you?
you're Brooklyn. You're
I'm Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, I'm Brooklyn.
Okay. So I'm Phoenix Suns. Um, I will give you 3 first-round picks and Devin Booker.
Okay. Okay. I'll do you better. Ready? Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, and 5 first-round picks. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds better. Try say anything. Try say
That's
anything. Try to rebuttal.
that. So you're telling me that I have to give up my whole cornerstone of a team to get one guy who's 34 or 33 years old that's going to probably regress and be old in a couple of years.
Um,
And I give up my young guys, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton,
I don't want to hear it.
and
Rudy
first
Gobert
round
got
picks.
4 first-round picks. Done. Done. That's it. Conversation over. That's it. Bro,
You showed right there what it takes to trade for Kevin Durant. No one's going to trade for it because it's so much.
it doesn't make
And
sense.
and when you think about it, Brooklyn has a right to ask for so much just because of how valuable Kevin Durant is, and plus of how much Rudy Gobert went for. That just goes to show how much Kevin Durant could potentially go for. In a perfect world, in a utopian society, just for fun, I'd say based off of Rudy Gobert's 4 first-round picks and other trades, DeJounte Murray got 3 first-round picks for him as well. I say based off of Kevin Durant's caliber and the contract that he has, a 4-year deal, in a utopian society, Kevin Durant gets at least 7 first-round picks and a stud player and another bench piece. That's the way it's going.
That's
That's the way
so
it has to go.
crazy. But I do want to say this. It's a little bit of like a hot take. I just want to but it's just a my opinion. I think any team that decides to trade for Kevin Durant, unless they get fleeced, I think it's actually a mistake. I'm gonna be real. And now the reason I say that now, hold your horses and be like, oh wow, no, Kevin Durant, what? That's never a mistake. Hear me out. You are trading this guy. You're basically what you're doing is you're guaranteeing Kevin Durant, right? You're guaranteeing Kevin Durant for like 4 years because you signed like a 4-year extension, right? I'm pretty sure you signed the 4-year extension, right?
Yes.
But you have the amount that you have to give up in order to get Kevin Durant. By the time that you rebuild all of that, right, and then finally put around a good team around Kevin Durant, his contract might be up, and now you have to worry if he's gonna possibly leave y'all. You understand what I'm saying? We're talking about literally if Rudy Gobert is getting 4 first-round picks, Kevin Durant's getting at least 6. You know what I mean? Or at least 5 with a star player, with an all-star player. Okay? So my thing is this. It's like you have to give up basically your entire future and then some more, right? Just for one guy for 4 years. And then within the first year, you already know they're going to be a good team because Kevin Durant's an amazing player. But however, realistically, what team do you see him going to that's going to be an NBA championship team?
The
Like,
Warriors.
That's the only that's probably the only situation I see, right? But if you think about the Heat, Tyler Hero, what they trade Tyler Hero, a bunch of picks, who Duncan Robinson, they're still gonna need more. It's not just gonna be Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson. What Gabe Vincent? No clue. After that, you have no idea.
And that's
Like, go ahead. What are you gonna say?
and that's why I think it's not gonna that's why he's not gonna get traded. Kevin Durant's not gonna get traded because no team's gonna want to pay that much for a player who is 33 years old. Even though he has 4 years on his contract, you are gonna give up so much of your, especially if you're a young team. I saw a mock trade with the Timberwolves that the Brooklyn Nets requested. It was Anthony Edwards, Carl Anthony Towns, and I think two or three first round picks. You dang near are asking for the whole team, the whole young
Yo,
stars, and for Kevin Durant. Is it? If I'm the Timberwolves, I would decline that as soon as I see it. Like
it's
that's totally unacceptable. But if you're Brooklyn, you have to ask for a price like that. You can't give up for a bag of chips.
you can't. Now the thing is this. What's it called? Really quick, we got some activity in the chat. Shout out to Julian Reyes for popping out. He says he says Brooklyn need to trade Kyrie and KD away, and then in the next one he's in all caps need. So he's emphasized on the need. Um, you know, I think we're doomed. Can I just be real? Like, I think we're done. I think we're doomed. I think we're doomed. We're doomed to just be a team that just makes the playoffs, but
Yeah,
just doesn't make any noise. We're not. I'm sorry. Like, unless, I mean, there's a possibility. I personally want to get rid of Kyrie. That's just my opinion. But I'm because I feel as if I don't know. I need to see how they react, because if they don't get traded, I have to see if they're gonna be babies or not, and they're gonna be like, I don't want to play because I don't want to be here. I'm gonna force my way out. You know what I mean? Um, and in that case, then we're definitely even more doomed. Hold up, my camera turned off again. But Dave, what do you think about that? As I fix my camera.
um, I say that based off what Julian said, I think, yeah, I don't know if they need, I think Kyrie Irving, they need to trade. I think so. I think they've lost him. He's long gone. And there's no way to rebuild that relationship. So Kyrie Irving, I think that's a need to trade. And I think he will get it done. But KD, I think, won't get traded just because of the fact of how much they are asking for. Like we mentioned this before, no team is going to give up their whole squad, their whole young squad, and first round picks for Kevin Durant. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen.
And also just to add on to it as well, it's like it kind of. I think either way, we trade Kyrie away, we're doomed. We're doomed because whoever we get back for Kyrie is just not gonna be nearly as good, right? We might get a pick, right? But it's just not gonna be nearly as good. And then it's just gonna be KD and Ben Simmons as our best players. And we have a coach in Steve Nash that doesn't really like to play our young stars. What are we doing? What are we actually? Who are we really competing against? You know, we're not real contenders. Like we're like
Ourselves.
pretenders. You know what I mean? Like we're contenders because we're considered contenders because we have Kevin Durant on our team. But like that's it. That's literally it. Just because Kevin Durant's there doesn't mean like we're not gonna win
Yeah.
anything. So and the
Yeah.
reason I say we, sorry, I keep saying we.
I think
Me and David are Brooklyn Nets fans, by the way.
Mhm. I think Brooklyn messed up way back when they traded for James Harden. Obviously, they lost so much of their youth. They lost Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, um, Spencer Dinwiddie. Like they lost all these young guys that could have been so good. If Brooklyn could have been so good, listen to this. We still would have had KD. We still would have had Kyrie. We would have had Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, Spencer Dinwiddie,
Ballers.
and we
Ballers.
still would have all our picks.
God, we folded. Oh my God.
Insane.
Oh, I hate this. I hate this. Oh, we're such a poverty franchise. Oh
Insane.
my gosh.
Turning into be.
Imagine Jared Allen. Now
But
we're with
Brooklyn can
Ben
make up for
Simmons.
it with the Kevin Durant trade.
Nah, but like,
But Brooklyn can
no,
make up for that with the Kevin Durant trade. Sorry.
no one is dumb enough to actually do that. I'm telling you, like, no one is gonna.
I know that's the problem.
imagine if we're doing this and Kevin Durant got traded like right now. That'd be sick. But yeah, either
Just
way,
throw a bag of chips or literally
I
cancel the show.
either way, that's pretty much all I have on on that topic.
Yeah, I want to steer past our NBA segment because we talked a lot about NBA. But we had to recap a little bit what happened within the week because we missed a week of episodes. But other than that, I want to get to my next topic, which is in fact MLB All Stars. And we have some appearances on the All Stars, so I have to go over them. And I'm going to ask you, do you like the list? Do you not? Do you think someone else should be added? Who got snubbed? All that fun stuff. But let's start off with the
Fernando
AL
Tatis.
of the MLB. He's not in here. He's
I
injured.
know, I know, I know.
But let's start off with the American League pitchers. Oh my gosh, there's so many. I don't even know if I should really do.
This is
There's so many pitchers. This is ridiculous. They got like a starting five, and then all of a sudden they got like their relief pitchers and closers. Like it's absolutely insane. But hold up, I'm gonna pull it up real quick. So these are the American League pitchers that have been announced. You got Paul Blackburn of the Oakland A's, Emmanuel Place of the Cleveland Indians. I'm sorry, Guardians. I'm sorry that they got rid of the name. I don't want to be controversial. The Guardians.
Oh, we're
Garrett Cole.
canceled. No,
Sorry
no.
about that.
Oh, it's over. GG's.
Pack
Stop the
up the bag.
podcast.
But we got Garrett Cole of the New York Yankees. Shout out to the Yankees. We got Nestor Cortez, nasty Nestor Cortez of the Yankees as well. And then we got Clay Holmes of the New York Yankees in the pitching. Oh my gosh. I'm going to point out the main guys. Shohei Ohtani's in it as well. And Justin
Joey.
Verlander. Those are the starting pitchers of their of the All-Star game in the American League. Now, these are the reserves real quick. Big names. You got George Springer of the Toronto, Xander Bogaerts of Boston, Andrew Benintendi of Kansas City. So those are some big names. But based off of the pitchers, yeah, Shohei Ohtani is, I think he made both DH hitter and pitcher. So he's just doing his thing.
That's listen. I have no problem with the list. Can I just be real with you? Like I don't think I can't think of anyone on the top of my head that I think that should be over somebody. I'm trying to think though. No, I do
There's some
like it.
pretty. So some people have been saying that Nestor Cortez shouldn't be in there because he's like had like a 6.0 ERA in the last six starts, which is not good for a pitcher. But he started off the season really good. But I say keep him because he's from New York.
Hey man, New York always does it better. No, let me stop. What's it called? I mean, I guess. I mean, I understand. He's just it's yeah for like he's had a bad stint of games, right? Or his averages are saying he's having a bad stint of games. But like, all right, I can kind of see the argument. But who do you put in then? That's the real question.
That's the question. I mean, I could have Dylan Cease of I think it was the White Sox. He's had a tremendous season: 7 wins, 4 losses, ERA of 2.75, 2.45, 133 strikeouts, which ranks top in the AL right now. And he pitched in 92 innings. So that's one guy I can say, but I don't know.
All right,
But I want to.
go ahead.
So I want to go into the starters real quick. I'm not really going to dwell on this because obviously it didn't happen yet and all that fun stuff. It's not that interesting for everyone listening. So we're just going to go in here real quick. AL starters, we got catcher Alejandro Kirk of the Toronto. I was going to say Toronto Raptors, Toronto Blue Jays. I'm getting basketball.
Kawhi? No, wait, Kawhi's not even on this one. Oh my god, why did I just say that? Why did I just say that? Oh
I don't know.
Pass
But you got Guerrero Jr. of Toronto as well, Jose Altuve, Rafael Devers, Tim Anderson, Mike Trout, Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and Shohei Ohtani.
Where's Tatis?
He's out with a broken, I don't even know.
I don't
Broken finger?
care. You should be in there even if
Broken
it's
finger?
Come on. All right. Very funny. Very funny. I'm flipping you off with the ring finger. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, what do you do about it?
Nothing, because I'm through the other screen.
It's
But
hey guys, it's fine. It wasn't my real finger. It wasn't my middle finger. Jeez.
no, well, I don't care.
You want
But
the middle
let's
one? No, I'm
go.
kidding.
But the National League starters, we got catcher Wilson Contreras, Paul Goldschmidt at first base. Second base, we got Jazz Chisholm Jr. At third base, we got Manny Machado of the San Diego Padres. We got Trey Turner at
San
shortstop.
Diego Padres.
We got Ronald Acuna Jr. in outfield, Mookie Betts in outfield, Jock Peterson in outfield, and Bryce Harper as DH. So that's the starting lineups in the All Star game.
San Diego, baby. San Diego, the All Star game. Oh my gosh.
So dragged. So dragged. I'm
It's
sorry.
not drag. The Padres are the best team in the MLB, besides the Yankees.
Gosh,
Okay.
I'm actually gonna punch him. Oh my god.
Padres Yankees World Series. Just wait on it, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening. I'm speaking into existence. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
No, it's gonna be Mets and Yankees.
Ew.
Mets and Yankees World Series,
Ew.
and everyone listening knows. There's a
No.
top four teams are two New York teams, and the
Nope.
Mets have been doing it without Max Scherzer and Jacob DeGrom. Just
I
saying.
don't care, and I don't care because guess what? The San Diego Padres are coming from. Hate to break it
All
to you,
right, I
David.
guess we will see what happens. But those these are the MLB All Stars. Of I think the game is next week or next Monday, next Tuesday. So tune into that. And it's like any All Star weekend. It's like, do we want to watch it? Maybe I'll be if there's nothing else on, I'll watch it. That's literally what all All Star games for me is like. If nothing is good on TV, I'm just gonna put it on. It's like nothing really must see TV because these guys aren't really going 100%. But that's all I got for it. Eric, do you have anything to add?
Nah, I agree. I like the list. I don't think there's any like I can't really. I'm cool with the list. That's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. But I want to get into this next topic of football, and I'm not talking about soccer. I'm talking about NFL football, and it's with this guy. We've been. I know this is a week old, but like we said, we had a week off, a week
Mm-hmm.
vacation, whatever you want to call it. I don't really know, but we had to go into this one guy who got traded, and his name is Baker Mayfield. Oh, Baker.
Mm.
He got traded from Cleveland all the way to Carolina. Whew. What are you thinking?
Um, you know what's crazy? I knew it happened. I never knew the package. Do you have the package in front of you? Like the actual.
I think it was a third round pick. Third round pick, I think.
That was it.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you. Wow, wow. Third.
and plus
Wow,
I think Cleveland I think is paying for like some part of the salary.
wow, wow. So they all need to give up. They had to give up a third
Yeah.
round pick for Baker. Wow. I think the Panthers won. I think it's safe to say. I think they won that trade at least. Um, I mean Baker going to the Panthers is great for his career. Um, the Panthers are still gonna be mediocre as no other. Not really like not saying I don't think Baker's gonna be like cracked, or anything like that. But he's gonna be good there. He's gonna put up good numbers. They're still. Do they squeeze into the playoffs? I'm forgetting. I'm blanking. Who's in the division again? Who's in the Panthers division?
I think it's the Saints and the Buccaneers.
Oh heck no! Oh my goodness!
And
Oh nah,
the
yeah.
Falcons and the Falcons.
They might squeeze into the playoffs, but it's not. Put it this way, Baker going there is more. It's more about the Browns than him going to the Panthers because of the fact that the Browns are now screwed, and I'm so happy because the Browns not only turned away their probably one loyal quarterback that granted he wasn't doing as well overall, but he was loyal to the organization, brought in paid mad money to a quarterback that was out for a very long time, right? And now that quarterback is probably going to just get a hefty suspension for a very long time as well. So they're going to be screwed without no quarterback, paying several salaries. I don't know how long. I don't know how long. Oh my God, Deshaun Watson's suspension is going to be. I do believe he's going to get suspended. I think it's going to be longer. I hope it's longer. What was the guy's name that got suspended for betting again? What was his name?
Oh, Calvin Ridley got
Calvin,
suspended for a
Calvin
year.
Ridley. Calvin Ridley. I don't think. I hope it's longer than Calvin Ridley. No offense, but he deserves to be longer than Calvin Ridley. That's just my opinion. But I'm chilling because I'm a Ravens fan. So hey, at least we're not coming last in the division like we did last year. That's all I'm saying.
That's right. You guys finished last.
We tied for last, but Lamar was
Still
hurt.
last place.
Let's be real. Lamar was hurt.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But
The
I want to
Jets suck
reiterate.
anyways.
They're getting better. But I want to reiterate on the trade. It was a 5th round pick, not a 3rd round pick. My apologies.
Oh my God, it gets worse.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
They gave him chips. They gave him chips.
Pretty much.
Wow. I mean,
But
shout out to that 5th round pick in the future, but dang, for Baker? Wow.
if I could chime in real quick on this trade, Baker Mayfield is better than Sam Darnold. So if I am a Carolina Panthers fan, I am somewhat happy that we got a quarterback that can play without a fractured skull. So that's a plus. I think Baker, like we said, I think he's a little bit better quarterback than Sam Darnold. It's not like it's exponentially like bigger, but he's somewhat a little bit better than Sam Darnold. So I still think they would get better on the offensive end, but will it be enough for this team to go? No, it's not. I'm not even going to finish the sentence. This team is going to be lucky if they make the playoffs. I think the Saints have a really good squad. I think the Buccaneers forget about it. Tom Brady's back, so that already says it all. They're not winning the division. The Panthers are not winning the division. They're lucky if they slide into a wild card spot, but they are not going to the Super Bowl where it matters the most. But I don't think they're expecting to make the Super Bowl with Baker Mayfield. This is more of just see how far we can go with what we have type of deal. But I have a stat that pulled up, and it says the Panthers' chances to make the Super Bowl before acquiring Baker Mayfield, and it was 0.76%, so less than 1%. And then after acquiring Baker Mayfield, it's 0.76%, less than 1%, exactly the same. So yeah,
wow.
not gonna make the Super Bowl.
No, that's foul, bro. Nah, it's gotta go up a little bit. It has to go up a little bit. They got a better quarterback. They have a better chance. They're saying that
Yeah, but they're barely gonna make the wild card.
Yeah, but dang, like Baker's gonna give him a better chance than Sam freaking Darnold. Like, they're wilding for that. They're terrible for that. They're terrible. Good.
I saw something that said Baker Mayfield tweeted to like the stadium. I don't know, Progressive is like, oh, can we do a commercial at this stadium now? Because he's at a new stadium. No.
Oh my gosh. But what's it called?
But,
really quick. Wait. We got again some activity in the chat really quick from Julian Reyes. Shout out to him. He says some future predictions for NFL awards. I mean, MVP? Do we dare go there? Do we dare go there? My future MVP for this season upcoming? David. Yeah, wait. Let me look in the camera really quick. Guys. You want to hear my future MVP for this upcoming season?
Gosh.
Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it, David?
No.
He's also gonna win the Super Bowl, by the way. He's gonna win the Super Bowl. He's also the next up. Because the GOAT said that he was next up. That man is
the GOAT also said he was gonna retire and he came back.
Jackson. Lamar Jackson, baby. MVP. Hey, listen. Hear me out. The only reason I'm saying that, it's completely biased. Guys, don't like. It's completely biased. But the reason I can say it is because no one's played. So I'm gonna say it. I don't care. What? My Ravens Super Bowl. He said Ravens Super Bowl. That's
Thank you.
crazy. No, he's
Thank
not.
you.
Guys,
It is crazy.
guys,
It is.
guys. I promise you, Ravens, bro. The Ravens, yo, listen, we can't. I can talk as crazy as I want because of the fact that the season hasn't started yet. Once the season starts, I slowly digress. Right? I slowly come back. David knows it because of the fact that as we slowly flipped and Lamar got hurt and everything, I was just sad. But what's it called? As of right now, the Lamar talk is back, David. I'm gonna speak into existence. Lamar Jackson can be MVP of this next upcoming season. Biased, unbiased. Hmm, I would really love to see Derrick Henry win it. I know like it's usually a quarterback award, but I would really love to see Derrick Henry win it because I think last year if he didn't get hurt, he would have. I'm not even kidding. Like I think he was by far the best player in the league.
He was at some point, and if we go back to our
Look,
charts, he was definitely was.
what's it called? Julian said I can't sleep on Lamar though. See? You see? Come on.
Listen,
Talk to me.
listen,
Talk to me.
listen. I'm not sleeping on Lamar Jackson.
Yes,
Obviously,
you
he's a
are.
tremendous player, and
You
he's won
hated him.
MVP in the past. He's won MVP in the past, so I will give him his respect. But the thing is, the guy was injured. The guy was injured for the last 6 games of the season. We're not going to forget about that. The guy is a running quarterback, and what happens to running quarterbacks if they suffer injuries? What's going to happen? They're going to have to rely on his throwing. Lamar Jackson is not that. Out of all the quarterbacks in the league, he's not one of the best throwers. Come on, let's be real. He's more of a elusive runner at most.
Just
So I'm not sleeping on him. He could win MVP, but he's not.
David just doesn't like Lamar. He doesn't want to see me happy. That's just basically what it is. That is basically what it
That's
is.
not it.
Just call out, guys. If you go listen to our old podcast from last year when the NFL season was going on, every single time, just watch when we talk about the Ravens. Every single time I say something about Lamar, David Rebuttal will say that Lamar is not that guy. I promise you. I promise you that. And you know it's
Well,
true.
part of it has to do because you like him, so like it gets me a little angry
See?
when you
You don't
know.
want to see me win. You know what, yo, bro? It's because
No,
you know
but
why? Wait, really quick. You know what? First of all, Eric Hines, my dad just said Lamar's going to Cleveland. Yes. What? Stop. 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 Right? I'm not even gonna acknowledge that. I'm not even gonna acknowledge that. What's it called? Secondly, the reason you feel that way is because you have never felt any type of superstar presence for a very long time in both of your New York teams.
very, very rude. Very rude. Actually,
But
I had Eli Manning on my Super Bowl. I've won 2 Super Bowls since I've been alive with the New York Giants.
Okay,
And how many have you
okay,
won?
okay. And I've won one. I've won one. Okay, it's fine. All right, don't worry about that. But I said in a long time. Keywords in a long time. When was the last time you watched Eli Manning play, bro?
I don't know, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, four.
Mm, all the rest suffering. And that's all it's been.
I will say, let me say this real quick, because I will say I want to see Lamar do bad because you like him. Okay, that's part of it. That's part of it.
Yo.
Okay, listen. But I won't discredit how good of a player he is. Obviously, he's a superstar caliber player. I would have him on my team. But the thing is, to have him at MVP based off of his injuries of last season and the fact that he's still not accurate throwing the football, we've seen what Lamar Jackson happened to him when he got blitzed. They versed the Miami Dolphins, and he got sacked like 25 times. Got blitzed. No one could catch the ball for him. And now they got rid of Hollywood Brown. Who's he going to throw it to? Himself? Who's he going to throw it to? The only person he has is Mark Andrews. Come on.
I'm sorry. I was listening to you. I just looked at the chat and I don't know why my dad's going crazy. He's a Green Bay Packers fan. Stop it. Stop it. He said lowest rat for Baltimore. Go Browns. No, we will not
Not the
have no
Browns.
Browns in this family. Stop it. Don't do that. Stop.
Yeah, no Browns. I'm sorry.
No,
I
no,
disagree.
no.
The
Stop
Steelers,
it.
not the Browns.
Not the Browns, bro. Freaking terrible organization. But nah. All right. All jokes aside, all right. I'm not saying. I'm actually being serious though. Like Lamar could win MVP. Like it could happen. You know what I mean? It could. Like he's that good. He's that good of a player. But like he's not my favorite as of right now. I'd say my favorite. Like I'm honest. I'm being so real. I would say Derrick Henry. I think Derrick Henry, as long as he could come back and stay. Wait a minute. Is his injury go into next season, or is he gonna be ready for the first game of the season?
No, he's ready for them the first week.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure. Um. Yeah. I feel as if I'll go Derrick Henry. I'll go Derrick Henry. As long as he doesn't get hurt, I'll go Derrick Henry. What about you?
I, I like that pick. I like that pick because he's shown it last season that he's literally the boss and that he's was on my MVP rankings for the first 8 weeks before he got injured. But I'm going to say more on a quarterback wrap because that's more likely what's going to happen because of what the NFL presents is NFL's most likely or MVPs are most likely quarterbacks. So I have a top three that I think is very interesting, and I'm going to get probably a lot of hate on it, but let's just go ahead and
I'm ready.
I
I'm ready
I
to hate.
got MVPs going next season. My top three are Tom Brady. We got Aaron Rodgers, as always. Those two are consistent.
Mm, mm. I'll
And
continue. Continue. Continue.
and I want you to get ready for this one. Derek Carr. I've had a lot of praise on this guy. Guy has 4,000-yard throwing seasons in the last 2 or 3 years. Guy's legit. He's accurate as well. And not only did I mention he added his former college teammate Devontae Adams of Aaron Rodgers. So expect a number one wide receiver.
I,
And Derek Carr is going to thrive, and he's going to be up there for MVP.
can I be real with you? The worst pick in that top three was Aaron Rodgers. Actually, that was probably the worst one. I give you. I wanted to say no because it's Derek. It's Sid from Toy Story, but what's it called? I'll get y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna pull the picture from. I'm gonna pull a picture because I can put it on the camera. But what's it called?
You can
Um,
screen share.
I don't even. Yeah, but I don't want them on my. I don't want to do that. I'd rather just. What's it called? Um, Aaron Rodgers, though, I don't agree with that one because of the fact, yes, he's such a consistent player, and we always know that. But the thing is, he has nobody now. He literally has no one. His best receiver is probably his running back. Like let's be real. And his running, you know what I'm saying? AJ Dillon, he's a decent he can do everything. But like overall, I don't think Aaron's got anything to really put in an MVP caliber season. And if he does, that just shows how great he is. Don't get me wrong. But Tom Brady, I mean, God help me if Tom Brady's top 5 for MVP. This
It would be
man,
a
like,
Cinderella story. It would end off perfect.
he's just so broken. Like, go away. Like, well, don't go away because like it was sad when he was retiring. I can't lie, but at the same time, it's like he causes so much misery for other freaking organizations. Like he's just so good.
Yeah, but I will say, go back to my Derek Carr thing. Watch out, Derek Carr. I'm not saying he's going to win MVP, but he's going to do significantly a lot better and lead this team, the Raiders, to at least a wild card spot. Maybe win the division, but yeah, Derek
Wait,
Carr is going to finish at least top five in
really
MVP
quick,
rankings at the end of the season.
really quick, guys. This is David's MVP, right? Say his name again.
Derek Carr.
This is David's MVP. Hold up, me right there. Wait,
It's a
let it
photo right
focus.
here.
Come on.
Focus. Pull it away.
I don't know if they can see it. That's Derek Carr
All
right
right,
there.
we can feel it. Sid from Toy Story.
That's Derek Carr right there. That's David's MVP.
It's,
Sid.
it looks exact. It looks exactly like him. Like, how can you not say that's him? Come on.
It's the same person. They
It
literally
literally is.
they built it off of him. They had
it's
to. They
literally
had to.
it's literally the same person. Imagine like the creator of Toy Story saw Derek Carr when he was a little kid walking, and he's like, "Oh, I want him to be Sid from Toy Story."
You know what's crazy too? He's wearing black, like the Raiders. Like
Man,
it's based off
coincidence?
of Derek Carr. It's based
I
off Derek
think
Carr.
not. But I go into our. We had MVP. Obviously, let's go into the main ones. MVP. What's the next one? MVP.
Let's do offensive player of the year.
There we go. That's a good one. Offensive Player of the Year.
This is you. I feel like you. I don't really want to like. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really want to go into like the most I want to
Oh,
go to probably is MVP, DPOY, and
OPY. OPOY.
yeah, that's probably it. Cause like everything else, even OPOY is hard to judge off of. You know what I mean? We're basically judging it off the moves, but if I had to pick
Uh,
an, go ahead, go ahead.
I said OPOY for me real quick is Derrick Henry.
Yeah, that's good. That's good right there. I agree with that one. If I had to pick somebody else just off rip, I'd say Devontae Adams. I think he has a really good chance
That's a good
because of
one
the
too.
fact that Derek. Now he's not saying that Aaron Rodgers is like. I'm not saying like Aaron Rodgers couldn't do it. You know what I mean? But they also might. They might make some real noise. You know what I
I'm
mean?
telling you.
So We'll see how that goes. But defensive player of the year again. It's like it's a toss up in my opinion. But I mean, I'll go Aaron Donald. I just pick the easiest pick. That's the safest pick. To be honest with you.
Yeah, Aaron Donald's always a lock, but I'm gonna have to go with a guy named T.J. Watt. T.J. Watt's gonna win Defensive Player of the Year.
No, he's
Watch
not.
out.
No,
Yes, he
he's
is.
not. No, Micah Parsons, because the NFL is easy.
Screw that. He's on the Dallas
He might
Cowboys.
actually go crazy though. He might actually go crazy.
Stop it.
He
He's not.
he's good. No, he is good. No,
No, he is good. He is good. He
yeah.
is good. But Daniel Jones is gonna shut him down.
So I get wait. Y'all, I hope you heard that. So I get criticized for talking about Lamar and MVP. But this man just literally on YouTube live just willingly said that Daniel Jones is gonna take down Michael Parsons.
Not physically, but in his
What
gameplay.
why can't I say what I want to say?
Because mine is
No.
more accurate. Mine is more accurate, my
Oh
friend.
my
Everyone knows
gosh.
this.
Daniel Jones is literally bro, Butterfingers? Are we really talking? We literally nicknamed him Butterfingers during the season. That was his nickname. You came up with that.
Did I?
Yes.
I don't remember. It's New
Oh
Year. It's a new
God,
season.
bro. He averaged a fumble per game.
He did. That
Like
was
it
bad.
was terrible. And then he got hurt. What did he get? Concussion, right? Did he freaking
No,
die?
he fractured his neck.
Oh my God. You know what's funny? Fun fact. I sprained my neck once. It wasn't fun. But like it's possible. Like to sprain your
Of
neck. I
course, it's
mean,
possible. It's a
I
muscle.
didn't I didn't know it was possible to sprain your neck. I'm gonna be real. I knew it was like you could break it, but like, bro, like when do you ever hear about someone spraining your neck? But then again, spraining your neck is equivalent to whiplash. That's what they said. That's what the doctors told me. It's just like waking up with or it's like a really bad like, you know.
I don't know, but I
Okay.
will
All
shake my
right.
head in
Nice.
agreement.
Nice.
Yes,
Just shake it.
I
Just shake your head and
agree.
agree.
Yes, I got you. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. But I want to do this real quick. Would you rather Baker Mayfield edition? And this is shout out to Pick a Side Podcast. I got this from them. I have to give them credit. But real
Such a
quick,
fire
I'm gonna
podcast.
list. It is. It really is. But I'm gonna list a bunch of quarterback names, and basically you're gonna tell me would you rather have those guys over Baker Mayfield?
Hold
Starting
up.
off
Wait,
with.
wait,
Oh,
wait, wait,
wait.
wait, wait. Let me fix.
I know. All right.
I'm back. Go ahead.
All right, we got you.
I had to fix it.
But would you rather Baker Mayfield edition? Starting off with Daniel Jones.
Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
You respond
Jimmy
too. You respond
Garoppolo.
too. You respond too at the same time.
Well, I would go with Daniel Jones.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Are you being
Sir,
serious? You being
sir.
serious?
I'm being serious. I'm
Like
being serious.
100%.
Yes,
Like
I
no
am.
bias. No bias. For real. For real.
No, no bias. I think he has a lot of potential.
Oh my gosh! Stop it! Get him out of here, dude. Literally, like I swear, like a couple months ago when the season was going on, you were like, "We need to trade him. Get him out of here." No shot, no shot.
It's a
But okay,
new system, new scheme. We're getting used to it. But next one is Jimmy Garoppolo or Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield.
This is a good one. Baker.
I think
I
Baker.
would go. I would go with Jimmy G. Led his team, even though he was injured. I would go with Jimmy G.
Jimmy G did not really lead his team. Everyone
He
knows
was
that they had,
injured. He still did enough.
if 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 they had a like a little bit better of a quarterback than Jimmy G, they might have like I'm not even kidding, they might have won the Super Bowl. They possibly could have. I mean, so like I think that's why I picked Baker. If you put Baker in that situation, do they win the Super Bowl? No. But does Baker do better than Jimmy G? I think so. I'll be real. I think he does.
Well, Jimmy G was injured. I had to give him the benefit of the doubt. He had this terrible shoulder. Like you're not going to throw well when you're injured. I'm sorry.
I'll go Baker Mayfield.
Okay. Next one is Jalen Hurts or Baker Mayfield. It's a good one.
As of right now, Jalen Hurts.
I would go Jalen Hurts as well. Next one, Mac Jones or Baker Mayfield.
As of right now, Mac Jones. I would. I'm not gonna lie.
After what he did first year, I go Mac Jones too.
We're now,
Okay, this
mind you.
one.
Yeah, mind you, this is just based off what's like as of right now. Like we're not talking about like a little. I'll think about future wise as well, but like realistically, it's what they've done so far and what
Well,
they
it's basically
possibly
a
can
would you
do.
rather. Who would you want on your team? Basically,
Yeah.
what we're saying. Next one, Tua Tagovailoa, whatever you say, is Tua or Baker?
This is tough. This is tough. Ooh. Oh, this is tough. I'm gonna go Tua.
I got one.
I went Tua.
Stop it.
I went Tua. I think there's more upside. I feel like there's more. What are you talking? Nah, I'm not jacking any of this. You picked Daniel Jones over Baker Mayfield. Stop it. I'm not taking that. I'm not jacking that at all. No, you even wave your goodbye. I should be waving goodbye and walking off. Man, no. Stop it, bro.
Listen, I got, I got Baker Mayfield over Tua. I just don't think Tua is
But there's
all
more
that everyone
upside to
thinks he's
Tua.
gonna be, and I think Baker is a little bit better.
But there's more upside to
No, there's
Tua. You
not.
can't
There
lie. This
really isn't.
there
He's
is.
injury. He's injury prone. He's injury prone as well. The only thing he has is he's accurate, but he's not throwing 300-yard games, which they need necessarily to win. And he's not going to be as mobile because he has hip problems. This guy is injury prone through Alabama and Miami. I just don't see him as that guy. I'm sorry.
24 years
So I go
old.
Baker.
All right.
I got one, two, three. I got four more. So let's do this real quick. Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield.
I go Baker as well. Matt Ryan or Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield.
Stop. I go Matt Ryan.
Allen's close.
Baker or Carson Wentz.
I don't know.
These are tough.
Okay. I'm gonna go Carson Wentz.
I was gonna go Baker,
Baker, okay.
but
I
it's
can see
close.
both ways.
Last one: Ryan Tannehill or Baker Mayfield.
Ryan Tannehill.
I go Ryan Tannehill as well.
Yeah. That was
So that's
tough.
basically it.
That was tough. I can't lie. You put like
That was a good one.
I did. What I had to do is I had to take Baker and put him in the other position as the other guys, and like kind of like swap them and see like who I think would do better. And also who, again, like you said, it's who you want on your team as well. And yeah, man, I like that one though. I liked it.
Thank you. But I'm gonna move on. I know we had the soccer one that we want to talk about, but I'm gonna see if Kyle hops in at any time during the stream. So let's move into big deal, not big deal. We got about 30, 27 minutes left of the show. Hold up, I gotta sneeze.
Hachu, bless you. Sneeze for the people in the back. Come on, sneeze.
No, I'm good.
Orange.
I don't like sneezing. What?
Did it work?
No, it didn't at all.
You
I'm
didn't sneeze. It
confused.
worked. It worked. I'm counting that.
Okay. Whatever. But let's move into our next segment. Big deal, not a big deal. And real quick, you want to start or I start first?
That's up to you. I just wanted to ask you, do you want me like to text Kyle to see if he's like even like I feel like you should text him first. Yeah, I'll text him, but like you can go first.
I got you. Let's go into a big deal, not big deal segment, which is a classic over here at D&E Takeover. Starting off with, I want to do this one. We'll do this one. Big deal or not a big deal? Roger Federer is now unranked for the first time in 25 years of his whole tennis career. He is now unranked. He is not. Which rankings they do that in tennis if you don't know? But he is not ranked.
What's it called? No, that is a big deal. That is a big deal. I think that's a very big deal. That's like, um, to me personally, this might sound a little crazy. I'm gonna put it in basketball terms. It's like LeBron not being top 10 anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the
Yeah,
way I see it personally in the tennis world. For anyone to convert it over, it's like Ronaldo not being a decent striker anymore. Not saying that he's bad, not saying that Roger Federer is bad, right? But he's not like top 5 strikers in the world or something like that, right? It's like Patrick Mahomes just dropping out of nowhere and just not being that guy anymore. You know what I mean? That's how I personally feel about it. I think that is a big deal for Roger Federer. Federer. Um, that's pretty much it on my part. Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's a
I
big
think
deal.
it's a, I think it's a big deal as well. This guy, 25 years. Just think of that stat. Unranked for the first time in 25 years. Goes to show how dominant you were
That's
in the
crazy.
sport of tennis. 25 years. Talking about longevity too. But yeah, Roger Federer has had battled some injuries. I know with his knee the last year or two. So obviously he's not going to be in the rankings, but I don't think he's going to return to be the top form. He's still going to play somewhat decent, but it's not going to be as it used to be. So it's a shame, but end of a dynasty for him.
Yeah, that's 25 years old. Like, I tip my cap to you. I applaud whatever it
We weren't
is you
even
want.
born.
What happened?
We weren't even born.
That's one. Like, that's crazy, dude. That's real dominance. 25 years of just straight like I'm just saying I'm him. That's basically what he's doing. 25 years of
Yeah.
just being him. That's crazy. But nah. Either way, but it's not like his career's over. You know what I mean? Like,
He's not going to be top form anymore.
huh?
He's just not top form anymore.
See, the thing is, what if he could imagine he just turns up out of nowhere and just goes back to being ranked?
And that's
Imagine.
when he becomes one of the ghosts of tennis.
Yeah. I mean, he already technically
Yeah, but
yeah,
higher
he just
and
be
all that
even
fun stuff.
more. Yeah. But yeah, I like that one really. I like that one right there. But you mind if I go on to mine now? Can I?
Do it, yeah.
I word. Big deal, not big deal. The Damian Lillard contract. I wanted to talk about that really quick. Just to break it down, ladies and gentlemen, Damian Lillard has signed an extension for Portland. Um, um, and I'm just gonna break down his contract as a whole. First, before I do that, I just want to reiterate he tweeted something saying, "Teams dot 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 running from the grind. You boys is chumps." Uh, I, I'm just not gonna say anything about that. But we'll go into it. So basically, he signed an extension. His contract was gonna end in the 2024-2025 season, but now he's extended it 2 more years, or he extended it 1 more year, and then the next year is a player option, right? But basically, next year he'll be making 42.5 million. The year after that, 45.6 million. And the year after that, 48.8 million, right? And realistically, that's not horrible. That's like really good for his the player of his the the, the player that he is. I think Giannis makes like 55, right, or something like that.
I don't know. Jokic makes close to that too.
Oh, Jokic makes like 50. All right, well, regardless, all the top players are around that. That's normal. Next year, 2025, 2026, 58.5 million. And then the year of his player option, he's a possibility of making $63.3 million. This is all in
That's
1 year, by the way. In 1 year.
I think next year the whole price tag is going to change of the next superstar, so they're going to get a lot more. So I think by the time we reach Dame's 62 million, it's going to be like, oh, he's just another one of those top players because the salary of these superstars is going to keep on rising. We might see a $65 million player a year, like it's
That's
absolutely
so
ridiculous.
disgusting. You don't need that much money. $65
Yeah,
million dollars a year? Inflation. In freaking
yeah,
inflation.
100%. Ofumar just said, Philly Hines said they all make way too much money. I mean, obviously, $62 million. Come on, that's ridiculous money. But I will say that is a big deal. However, regarding Dame Lillard, oh, Dame, why are you staying with this team, bro? I know you're loyal, and I do respect that a lot out of you, but it just gets to a point where you have to see your legacy. I saw a list of your accolades, and all you have is a rookie of the year. Obviously, you have some All Star appearances, but nothing else. All you have is a rookie of the year under your belt. Damian Lillard is going to be one of those guys that could have been like an absolute superstar. Not he is a superstar. Could have been one of those guys that could be potentially in the Hall of Fame, top 20 in the Hall of Fame, but instead he had to stay with a franchise that showed him, didn't give him any tools, hasn't helped him out, but he's loyal to their fans, and I respect that. But you got to look at your legacy. You're going to be known as one of the most loyal players. I understand that 1,000%. But you're not going to win this. I don't have a ring on me, but you know what I'm saying. You're not going to win a ring, and I feel like that's one of the most beloved things in the world of sports is winning a championship, and you're not going to get it. So why are you keep on staying with a team that hasn't shown any help towards you when you asked for it in previous years, and not even that, just have you're in a rebuild mode with this team. So I will say, Dame, you're digging yourself a hole. Of course, you got the money in, that's fine, but you're digging yourself a hole, and it's gonna be hard. You're making it way harder for you to climb out of it. Let's just say that.
What's it called, David? I had this. I switched to the FaceTime camera really quick. I'm making sure the camera is good right now. But
Gotcha.
I was listening to everything you're saying. And yeah, you gotta listen to you gotta look at your legacy. I mean, I don't mind a guy that has a legacy of saying that I really try my best with one organization. I like that. But the thing is, it's just it sucks because like you could have easily went to go get a chip. You know what I mean? You could have easily just left and at one point just like dipped, went to go get the chip. But either way, I respect him regardless.
No one would be mad. No one would be mad if he did that. That's the thing. No one would be mad if he left and got a chip. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. Like you've been with someone for so long. You've been with an organization for so long. You've proven that you're loyal. It just now you gotta look at what's gonna benefit you. And obviously, I guess he cares about the money more than winning championships. But I don't know. I care more about winning, in my opinion.
Yeah. I don't think you know what the thing is though. I don't think he cares about the money more. I think he generally wants to win, but I think he just bet on the fact that he wants to do it where he is. You know what I mean?
If if he doesn't care about the money, then he should take a massive pay cut and have the team add people in free agency.
The thing is, they could. It's just that they don't. They're not. The organization's just botted. Like the organization's terrible. Let's just be real. Like I
Yeah,
don't
they're
think
not
it's
the
his
best.
fault. I don't think it's his fault. That's why we honestly. That's why we keep telling him, Dame, leave. Like leave. Don't come. Like go somewhere else because the Portland don't treat it. Portland just pay him, but realistically, they don't put the pieces around him that they need to. You know what I mean? They've never. What move have they ever made that's been truthfully championship contending?
I mean, I mentioned this before. Like Dame has asked for help in the past, and they haven't delivered. They haven't delivered for him. So like, if you're looking at that point, it's like, why should I stay with you if you're not granting my wishes? And I do respect his loyalty. I think being loyal nowadays, like, is very hard and very hard to see. But it gets to a point where if I'm Damian Lillard, I got to go somewhere else and win a championship. And you won't be looked at as Kevin Durant type of like look. That's totally different. You've been with this franchise for a long time, and I think you have the right to leave and win somewhere else. But he won't.
All right, man. Is what it is. What's it called? I feel weird saying Fernando Rodriguez. Mr. Your dad. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to say that. I feel like it's disrespectful. But he says loyalty is a rare thing nowadays, and he's not wrong. He's
He
not
is
wrong.
true.
Kyrie Irving.
Kevin Durant.
Sorry, I have this cough. I should get it checked out.
Eric Hines. Oh,
Whoa, that's actually crazy. Nah,
that was
that's
bad. That was bad. I don't know what happened. That was
crazy.
bad.
Yo, I can't even bring nah, I can't even bring myself to say that about you. That's foul. Nah, you're foul for that. You're foul for
I'm
that.
just
I'm,
playing. I'm just
I'm
playing.
gonna go
Stop it.
cry. No, I'm kidding.
Do it. Do it on the live stream so we get more views.
It's so toxic.
The title would be "Oh, we made him cry" or something like
Every time I
that.
tried it live on D&E Takeover. Oh my
That's like view
gosh,
chasing at that point. You're just chasing for views.
cloud chasing. All right. Well,
But
David, I throw it back over to you, man. I think I'm gonna see if I can get our special guest a little bit on the phone really quick. See if I can get him on.
all right, yeah, you do that while I give the next big deal, not big deal. But next big deal, not a big deal, has to go into a little bit of soccer and it has to go into a guy named Wayne Rooney. So I don't know if you heard the news, but Wayne Rooney just agreed to be the next DC United manager. So he's going back to the same team that he played for a little bit towards the end of his career. What's your thoughts on that? Big deal, not a big deal.
Um, it's not a big deal. I'll be real. I'm gonna be so real. I don't see it as a big deal. He failed at Derby County. Was it Derby County? No, he failed at no. He failed. Pretty sure he failed at Derby County. He hasn't had a good manager stint, so he's gonna go try to get it done in the MLS. I mean, maybe he can get it done. Who knows? I personally don't really. I don't think it's a big deal. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care. Like, like he can have fun in the MLS. Go on, Wayne Rooney. I don't think even Wayne Rooney as their coach that maybe makes them a little better, but I'm not sure because again he hasn't done really well on the European side of things. But hopefully, you can do better in North America or just America in general.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is that Europeans have proven that they can do a whole lot better in America. That's for sure.
Oh
That's
my
for
yeah.
sure. So Wayne Rooney was a legend. He's like a legend for DC United. He's had like 1 year with them, but he's absolutely spectacular. But yeah, I mean, cool to see him as coach. Not a big deal in my opinion, but yeah, just a quick little fact out there.
Really quick, David. While I try to get Kyle really quick. And my dad in the comments, he said, "What possible righteous excuse can Kyrie give for his disloyalty?" Answer that question really quick. While I try to get Kyle.
All right, so real quick, if we got to go back to, we can go back to Cleveland days where he left LeBron James because he wanted to become his own. And honestly, I wouldn't even put that disloyalty. He wanted to test it out by himself. I 100% give them that. But we'll go right into Boston where he played with Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown. He played with those guys, and he expressed that he wanted to re-sign a contract with them. And then like the fans were asking, "Are you going to resign with us?" And he said, "Oh yeah, I like being here." And all of a sudden he's like, "Bam!" He went to Brooklyn. So it's like the guy, the guy isn't loyal to the fans. He isn't loyal to his team. And now bringing it into Brooklyn aspect, the guy I won't bring up the vaccine thing because that's honestly his personal opinion, and I won't bring that into factor. But there are other factors into this. He's missed games based off of his own personal reason. Like I think one time he missed a game because he had like he missed a whole week. He took off a whole week. Imagine going to work and taking off a whole week, or not even asking for it, just not showing up for a whole week. Your team not knowing where you are. Like I remember there was I think Steve Nash or something was like, someone asked Steve Nash, he's like, "Do you know where Kyrie Irving is?" He's like, "Have you been in contact with him?" He's like, a little bit, nothing really crazy." I'm like,
That
"You're the
is
head coach. You
crazy.
you you should know where Kyrie Irving is." And just the fact that Kyrie Irving didn't really let him know, and he was at like a party, so like that just goes to prove another aspect to his disloyalty to the teams. Not bringing up the vaccine because that's a whole different subject, but he's missed games based off of his own personal belief, which honestly I can understand and say you have like, I don't know, some personal issue you have to solve. Yeah, but this guy was literally on Instagram on like a party for his like mom. I'm like, dude, come on.
Listen, listen. There's no excuse. Like realistically, whatever excuse Kyrie gives, it's not really the only excuse that I really like kind of like listened to was COVID. That was it.
Mm.
Anything else in his entire career as a whole, it just hasn't. It's not enough. Why? Because his other colleagues are also sacrificing these things as well. So it's like you're not the only one. You're not special. Let's just be real, right? You are a great player, but everyone else is making the same sacrifices. Let's
Mhm.
just be honest, right? Like you don't get the privilege to just be like, oh, I'm just gonna go like take a week off really quick. Like no one else is doing that. We're all committed to one thing. And if you're not committed to this one thing, in my opinion, it's crazy how you demand money because you know that you're good, but yet you're just not reliable. We just don't know if you're gonna play all 82 games. Let alone we don't even know you're gonna play 60 games. You know what I mean? It's like, what am I paying? I'm paying you this top dollar all-star price for the fact of you to possibly miss 60 games. I mean, not 60, miss 20 games. Like, no, it's not worth it. It's really not. The moment that I'm sorry, I'll keep saying this. The moment the Nets really messed up was when they got rid of Kenny Atkinson. But the moment that they also messed up is when they got rid of D'Angelo Russell and brought in Kyrie Irving. I know he's my favorite. I know I'm a little biased. I'm gonna be real, but that's just my opinion. Okay, we was
I don't think
cooking
they'll
with
get
everybody
scared.
else.
If we didn't have Kyrie Irving, we would never got KD. So I think you gotta look at it that way as well.
But then at the same time, if we never had Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, we also would have built we possibly could have built a real team rather than a team that just relies on two superstars.
We could have, but we could have also had KD, Kyrie, Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, Spencer Dinwiddie. To go back to what I said in the beginning of the show of that potential team and first round draft picks.
But it all folded anyways. It all folded anyways. It all ended up being bad anyways. All bad moves. I don't agree
Oh,
with
that
any
was
of it.
bad.
I
But
don't agree with any of it.
move on to your next big deal, not a big deal.
All right. Big deal, not big deal. Chelsea have signed Raheem Sterling from Manchester City for, I believe, 66 million euros. Big deal or not a big deal?
Chelsea. They just, you know what they did? You know what they really did? They
What?
told Christian Pulisic to go eat a rock, go kick rocks, go eat a brick. I don't know, do something like that. Whatever they talk about that in England over there, I don't know how they speak, but he literally told him to go to the curb. Like, you're done. You're not gonna get any playing time. It's like this guy gets like the guy is a good player, Christian Pulisic. Like, we honestly know this, and he's proven up with Chelsea that he's had some spectacular moments with them. And like, I saw this quick little meme on Instagram, and it was of Christian Pulisic like missing a wide open shot, and people were like, "Oh, that's a terrible shot. What the heck are you aiming for?" Then it showed Mason Mount missing a wide open shot as well, and everyone's like, "Oh, but he got it to the right spot. He got in the right positioning. Like, that's not hard." And I'm like, see, like, first off, they're not going to give any respect to the American because this is European soccer, and plus, you got to give a man time in order for him to grow. How is a player going to grow if he's going to sit on the bench? How is he going to thrive in a spot where he can potentially be your next winger and a young guy too if he is on the bench? It's just not going to work like that. You need to play the guy.
I gotta say, one, I think this does it helps Chelsea, but not significantly. Them signing Raheem Sterling doesn't really do much. They still don't. They're still not gonna have a real number nine. So unless Timo turns up this year, um,
Bobby Lukaku.
you mean the Inter Milan player? That guy? Yeah, no, he went
Yeah.
back. He went on loan to Inter Milan. This guy, bro. But um, I just think Chelsea don't deserve Pulisic anymore. I don't think they really rate him, and I think he's actually a very good player. I think we all seen he's a very good player. He can score goals for Chelsea. He can cause issues. He's a great dribbler on the ball. Um, Granted, he's not perfect. Don't get me wrong. There are better players on that Chelsea squad than Christian Pulisic, and there are more consistent players on that Chelsea squad than Pulisic. But, however, signing Raheem Sterling basically guarantees the fact that Christian Pulisic is not going to play at Chelsea, or his playing time is going to be minimal. And I think Christian Pulisic should leave and possibly go to a team. Either if he can still play Champions League football, play Champions League football. But if not, I'd say you go to a team that it's in the Europa League, West Ham, and then and build up from there. In my opinion, because I think Christian Pulisic is a great player. I think he can get it done in Europe. I think there's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind that he can get it done in Europe. It's just the fact that they have to let him do it. That's the thing.
Mhm. That's
He
the
needs an
problem.
opportunity, and they're not going to give it to him because there's too many good players in his place.
You can be you can have so much potential, but the thing is, if you're not playing, all that's gonna go down. All
It
that's
doesn't
gonna
matter.
go down the gutter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good you're gonna be, how young you're gonna be. If you don't get the chance to play and adapt to the situation, situation that you're in, you're never going to be that guy because they don't give you the opportunity. And that's where Christian Pulisic is at right now.
I agree. It's just that simple, man. But before we move on, David, I don't think we'll be able to. I don't think he'll be able to pull up. So we have like 6 more minutes, 5 more minutes around that time. Um, what's it called? Do you want to go into that topic and talk about it?
Yeah, let's go into it for the last 5 minutes.
All right, let's do it.
So we got some Cristiano Ronaldo talk right now, and I want to get into this obviously because it's been all over the news for the last couple of weeks. But Cristiano Ronaldo has asked to leave Manchester United, and he had a couple options of Bayern Munich and Chelsea being the top two off the bat. My first question to you is: do you fault Cristiano Ronaldo for wanting to leave Man United? I'll just leave you at that before I ask my second one.
I'm gonna love this, yo, Man United fans. Turn it up really quick. Turn up the podcast, full volume. I do not fault Cristiano Ronaldo for wanting to leave Man United. Man United. Why? Because that club is in a shambles. They're terrible. They're awful. I'm serious. They're just straight garbage. They're in the Europa League this year. There should be a Champions League side, but they choked. Simple as that. Cristiano Ronaldo literally scored how many goals this year? How many winning
24.
goals did he score?
But winning goals, I think it was like 12 or 13, but he scored a total of 24.
24 goals, and they finished where?
Sixth.
What are we doing? You were one of the best goal scorers in the freaking Premier League, and you still finished. Nah, bro. That's all. That's all I can say on that part. On that part, but I cannot fault him at all. I think Cristiano Ronaldo deserves the fact. I think he deserves to be somewhere else. I think he deserves to be in a Champions League team. And you cannot, and at his age, you cannot waste the time that he has, because the fact that he's still going, you don't know when his body's gonna just give out. You know what I mean? Because what is he, like freaking 38 years old, 37? He's a robot.
37.
He's a
37.
human robot. So you can't waste these times not trying to go for a championship. If anything, this is the time, right? And especially the fact that you're still playing at even the fact that you're still like one of the best strikers in the world at your age, you can't waste it. You just can't waste it. It's that simple.
Yeah. To answer my question, I don't fault Cristiano Ronaldo because of the fact that Eric just said. You've helped out this team a lot, Manchester United. You've helped them, and people claimed you as the problem, even though you are absolutely not. So you scored 24 goals for a disheveled Man United team, which is impressive. I think you can't fault him because of the stuff he's done for them and how what they gave him in return. And also, I think if you're Ronaldo, you can't waste any more time. Like the guy's 37 years old. You don't know how many years he has left, even though he's like a robot, like you said. You have to take advantage of him playing in Champions League football, and I think that's where he wants to play, and that's where he thrives. So you can't spend a year in the Europa League hoping to rebuild a team. If you're Ronaldo's age, you have to go to a stud team or a good team and just keep on making them better. And that's in the Champions League.
And really, really quick, shout out to Johnny Hines and the that's my uncle right there. Shout out to you. Thank you, my man. Thank you for popping out. But regardless, I will say this though. I'm a candidate for Ronaldo to go to Bayern Munich. Now, I know this endangers the fact that like my Barcelona is in the Champions League. You know, it doesn't look good for them, obviously, because you know the history of Bayern Munich and Barcelona. That doesn't really go well together. And I don't really want Ronaldo to add to that pain. But I think for his sake and his career, like unbiased, I think Ronaldo going to Bayern is the best bet. It's either that or PSG. I don't want him to go to PSG because PSG ruin every player that they get. So what's it called? I'd say Bayern Munich strictly because he's never won the Bundesliga, never played in the Bundesliga, can dominate the Bundesliga most likely, right? And that Bayern team is nasty, and they need a number 9, and he would fit it perfectly. He'll do exactly what Lewandowski was doing. So,
100%. 100%. I agree with you 1,000%. Bayern is the way to go. The guy dominated Serie A. He dominated Premier League. He dominated La Liga. What's the only league he really didn't dominate in the top four?
I
That
mean,
is a
we could
Bundesliga.
we could give the he was young. He wasn't really dominating, but the I can't say not the Brazilian, the Portugal league. I think it's Primera, right?
Primera Liga or something like that. Yeah, like he's dominated all these leagues. Why not do it in Bundesliga? And also, this only happens if Robert Lewandowski goes to Barcelona, which they're projecting him to do. So
Mm-hmm.
if Robert Lewandowski goes, why not? You slide in Ronaldo at the number 9 spot. Him being a natural goal scorer, it's like Lewandowski never left. You're getting a better striker, in my opinion. So he's going to go off and he's going to play in the Champions League, and they will win the whole thing with
I will
him.
also David will become a Bayern Munich fan. By the
That is
way,
100% true.
they,
Yes.
they, David would be like, forget Man United. It's crazy because during the season, David was so passionate about Man United. Like you would swear this guy's been a Man United fan for 5 years. Watch the amount of Bundesliga games you gotta watch now, because Ronaldo's gonna go to Bayern Munich.
Oh, forget about it. Forget about it.
It-
I agree with you. I
David,
tell you guys all the time.
this,
I followed Ronaldo, not the team.
my question is, what do you do when he retires?
I don't know. I
That's
don't know.
exactly
I
why
don't
I don't follow
know.
players, bro. I can't follow players because when they retire, it's just too sad. It's just too,
No, but the thing with me is, I'm a fan of the teams that Ronaldo's been on, so I still follow the teams. But like Ronaldo's my main guy. Like Man United, I still follow. Um, Real Madrid, I still follow. Juventus, I would still follow. All that fun stuff.
All right, we'll see about that. I'll keep you guys posted on that after he retires. We'll see if that continues. But yeah, man. So you say Bayern as well?
Yes, I agree.
I think Bayern as well. I think it's the best fit for him. There was talk about him going to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Um, I can't lie to you. I don't see Ronaldo going to any other team within the Premier League.
I don't think so. Me neither, because of how loyal he is to Man United.
Exactly. Exactly. So
But yeah,
yeah.
Bundesliga seems like a move. So Ronaldo, go to Bayern Munich and just thrive there like you always do.
Amen. But really quick, David, we are at the 2 hour mark. Is there anything that you want to go over before we cut it off as a whole?
I think I'm good.
No? Let me check. Well, all right, wait, no, there is one thing we have to go over that we missed. Because we took off a week. Big deal, not big deal. The style bender, in my opinion, the best UFC fighter the best fighter in the UFC. It bro, Israel Adesanya retains his belt right there. And also, just to add on to it, Alexander, they call him Alexander the Great. I call him Volvo because I want to call him Volvo. But what's it called? He also beats Max Holloway. What are we thinking about that?
First off, on Israel Adesanya, what a boring fight. I watched that one. Oh my gosh, it was so bad. This goes to prove why I don't think Israel Adesanya is one of the pound for pound the best fighter. He can't be because he hasn't really finished people. He doesn't finish people. Like they went to decision with Jared Cannonier, and he was so slow. I think they had a total of like 24 strikes in one round. It's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like they were just looking at each other, just throwing jabs. It's like, give me. Even though Izzy was like very fast and getting him, which obviously why he dominated, he just wasn't getting it done and submitting him and knocking him out and getting it done before the referee rings the bell after the fifth round. So that's why I don't think for pound he's the best fighter. But I will say Alexander Volkanovski, what a ridiculous fight. That was insane. That was a co-main event, and that should have been the main event. That was
Yeah.
nasty.
Did you see the cut on Max's eye?
Oh
It
yeah.
was like you could actually fit my finger in the cut on his eye. Like, guy, like I'm not over exaggerating, guys. It's a picture. The guy's like, if you went like this, that's how big the cut was. Like this big, a big gash
Yeah.
in his not eye, eyebrow.
Eyebrow. But
That's
that affected him a lot during the fight. But Max seemed like a little slow. He looked a little off on his game, and Volkanovski just looked like, oh my gosh, the guy was so fast, powerful. He just, I think, from my opinion right now, after watching the Volkanovski Max Holloway fight, how quick and how strong Volkanovski was, I think Volkanovski is the best pound for pound man fighter right now in the UFC.
No.
surpassing Usman, surpassing Israel Adesanya,
No!
surpassing Francis Ngannou. I think
No!
right now, Volkanovski is legit and he's dominating the division. So there you go.
Wha- No, bro. Did you really just say that Volkanovski is better than Kamaru Usman?
Pound for pound.
I want you to rank Francis Ngannou, Israel Adesanya, Kamaru Usman, and Volkanovski right now.
Volkanovski at 1, Kamar Usman at 2, Francis Ngannou at 3, and Israel Adesanya at 4.
Oh no! You don't like Israel Adesanya. You don't.
No,
You don't.
I do like him, and I do respect him. But the thing is, he has to finish people. It feels like it
Why?
goes to
Why?
decision so many times.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you a question. Why does he have to?
Because a true champion out of all the four has to show his dominance. And how do you show dominance? Not by the judge's decision, by making sure you get the job done before the judges even get a say. And that's
What if?
why I think 3 guys ahead of him have done that.
So you don't think that by the fact that what if he just fights to win? Like for example, like what if he knew? What if the whole game plan was to win by decision? Because sometimes that is the case. Some people go into the fight to be like, I know I'm not going to knock this guy out, but the fact is, if I go the whole distance, right, I know I'm going to win for a fact. There's no way he's out. He's out fighting me at all. I'm the better
That
fighter overall.
that shouldn't be the mentality if you're a champion. The champion should be like, hey, I'm gonna get this guy before the 5 rounds are over. I want to make sure I go home early without any scratches on me. And I think that's what the other 3 guys have done.
But it's not the fact that you're going home with scratches on you. It's the fact that you can go home clean. But the fact of the matter is, you are still you're still gonna win the fight regardless. It's more entertaining to see a knockout, but a win is a win at the end of the day.
Yes,
And
a win is
Israel,
a win.
as far as I'm concerned, you could still show dominance throughout the entire fight, just not knock somebody out.
A win is a win. I agree with that point. But if we watch the fights and how Israel Adesanya the last fight, throwing jabs, he was quick on the jabs, but it wasn't really going to the ground, wasn't really countering anything, and wasn't really showing any power. I watch Volkanovski, I watch Francis Ngannou, and I watch Kamar Usman. These guys are putting up strength. They are putting up jabs, they're putting up combos, combinations. They're going to the ground. They have it all. And I feel like Israel Adesanya doesn't take advantage of trying to end the fight early. And I feel like other people have. And that's why I think, especially Volkanovski, is higher.
I don't know. I think Israel Adesanya. I mean, it might be biased to put him at the top of my list. I will admit that, but I don't think Volkanovski is above him. That's just my opinion, though.
But there you go.
But either way, that's all I got, man. You can wrap us up.
Awesome. I just want to say thank you to everyone who took the time out of your day just to listen to us. We appreciate you guys. Shout out to everyone in the live on YouTube. If you haven't dropped a subscribe, click that subscribe button and drop a like and comment. And we appreciate all the comments that we got today. You guys are awesome. And we will continue to do this for the next 6 weeks because I am away in Portugal right now. So
Portugal.
it's fun. As you can tell, this is not a black screen. This is how dark it is outside. So
Tell them what time
yeah,
it is.
it's 12:10 in the morning. So nice.
Can we talk about how committed David is?
No, it's just a part of the game.
Can we talk about it? It's 12 a.m. right now where he is, guys. If you
I'm a
guys
little
don't share
tired. I'm
this
not gonna
show
lie.
right now, for David, just for David and hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. If y'all don't share this show that's on the screen right now, right here, for David, because he's up at 12 a.m. talking about sports. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Continue,
Yeah,
David.
and we
Sorry.
will. And if you haven't followed us on Instagram, you can follow us. It's official underscore DE underscore takeover. I'll say it again, official underscore DE underscore takeover. So please give us a follow. And you'll see all of our other social media accounts on the link in our bio in the description. But other than that, thank you guys for popping out. And we'll tune in on Thursday for our next game, our next
Yeah,
game,
man.
next show. Cool.
Also, he said next game. I mean, it is a game. What's it called? Also, oh, shout out to my mom. She said, "Okay, David." She said, "Okay" in the
Thanks.
chat. What's it called? But also really quick, David, I forgot to tell you this. In the description as well, I put the same link that is in our Instagram bio where you can go ahead and check out all of our platforms. So like if you go into the description right now, it should be there for y'all. I'll double check that just to
Beautiful.
make sure. If it's not, I will probably like edit it, try to figure it out. But if not, that should be there in the description. So go ahead, just click that link, and it'll give you Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, all that nice stuff. So yeah,
Well said, Eric. But without further ado, thank you guys, and it's been your boy David,
and it's been your boy Eric Hines, man, and we're out.
and we are out.
Peace.
Peace.